The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
JJ, Jeff, you want to kick this thing off? Because I'm still trying to process everything here.
Yeah, it's like,
who wants to go first?
Yeah, who wants to go first?
Well,
Come on in. It's open mic night with your host.
you could maybe say there's really 4 topics, but it's split into 6.
The Renegade, J.J. Williams.
The Sammy and Eddie Kingston thing, which one's the better smelling turd?
And his panel of co-hosts.
I am founder. We'll call me that for today since we're going with the Jeff Jarrett love theme here this week, according to JJ.
The West Coast Professor, Jeff Meacham.
Karma is karma is karma.
That's professional wrestling! Damn it!
The Simple Man, Noah Foster.
It's showtime! Yeah! How you doing, JJ? How you doing, Jeff?
James.
Yeah.
And the He-Man, James Hebert.
Imagine Bill Burr, Joe Rogan, Paul White, the Baldies. There you go. It's
Oh, God.
Get in there.
Short his ass and shit the bed.
He's not Amber Heard.
Give it time, JJ. Give it time.
Now, I'm sure Jeff has some stuff that
Dumb move. Just don't pull this bullshit again. You get one.
Tony needs to stop caring about the ratings.
Bradshaw said as long as the ads are in place, we're not going to lose that third hour.
Ring of Honor does not have to be AEW Live. They don't necessarily have to coexist with each other. We kind of saw that tonight to a degree.
Along with a panel of guests.
He is no
longer glorious. Don't you bring that up. You want me to rant about what my NXT used to... No, we are done here for the night. I swear, James.
Because you never know who may show up for open mic night.
I leave our company in the capable hands of an extraordinary group of superstars, employees, and executives.
The first thing that came to my mind was, it's about damn time.
Amen.
I literally touched everybody in the state's trash. So it's horrible, you guys.
Peyton's new thing is Dennis the Menace, but it's funny because she calls it Dentist the Medicine. And
that's great.
When Elliot Taylor came out and did Born for Greatness live, I was popping my pussy, having a great time. I didn't care. I was having so much fun.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Fuck Bill Belichick.
We ended on wrestling, and then you bring in that shit. That just how the fan goes off the damn rails. Brilliant, bloody brilliant.
We're here.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another brand new installment of not For the Love of Wrestling, Botch, already on one, of Open Mic Night. I, of course, am your host and moderator, the Renegade of Wrestling, J.J. Williams. It has been a long day. It has been a tiring day. It has been a lazy day. So I apologize for that right out the gate, especially since we've got almost 30 people watching right at the outset. Thank you very much for that. Let's go ahead and we'll start bringing in the elite panel, and I do use that term sparingly today. First and foremost, the He-Man, James Hebert, is in the house.
I hear again for a second week in a row, right?
Yeah.
Yay! Look at that.
Let's see if we can make it 3 weeks, that's what we call a streak.
Ooh, baby, a triple.
In the world of hockey, as you know, that is a hat trick.
Ah, yes. Hello.
Let us see if we can get a hat trick of the He-Man.
Yes, exactly.
Especially as we head into WrestleMania. We're roughly a month away from WrestleMania. Let's see if we can get the He-Man here all the way through WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it?
It would indeed. Next person we're going to bring in is the voice of the Jeff Meacham Network, Multiverse Media, the man who so eloquently called the play-by-play last night for TNA Sacrifice alongside you. The simple man with the spectacular voice, Noah Foster. How are we doing this evening, good sir?
I'm tired, especially with spring and form, which already pisses me off. But I'm all right. Good to see y'all once again. Just putting together stuff tomorrow, and PC had to do an update. So hey, I made it. Always happy to be part of this fun night, even in a tired state. But like I said, I'm tired, so I'm expecting tonight to be simple. So let's see what happens. Good to see y'all.
And Noah, if it makes you feel any better, don't feel too bad. I literally just woke up from a nap to do the show, so don't feel too bad. I'm right there with you.
Dag, I'm springing forward. Gotta lose a damn hour of sleep for daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid nonsense.
It is what it is. I
know.
agree.
It doesn't mean I have to accept it.
Trust me, I think it's dumb too. I've thought it was dumb for 47 years. I turned 48 in August, so you know. All right, the next man we're going to go ahead and bring in is the man whose name is on the marquee. He is the West Coast professor, the man, the myth, the legend, and we are 9 minutes in. Jeff motherfucking Meacham is in the house.
You're muted, buddy.
Because that's the day I'm having. Hi. Yes. It's not even raining, and I still have internet connection issues just because, I have a great day. I have a great couple of days, and then the internet texts, hey, you're going to go on the air in 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and fuck everything up.
No, it's all good. Yesterday, I was having connection issues while trying to produce. Thankfully, a mid-episode reboot squared everything away from me.
There you
go. It was bad for a minute on my end.
Yes.
Thankfully, I wasn't on microphone enough to where it really was noticeable. But you would have thought I was having weather issues like Windsor, Ontario, Canada was last night.
Yeah, it's funny. I was at a convention. I'll talk about that when we get to the shills and shit later. But one of the people I saw, the only guy in the whole convention didn't have his little big banner behind him, who is this person? So his partner's literally taping up pictures of the character, and I'm like, wow,
nice.
You know it's bad. You know it's bad when the voice of the mouse is having to tape up shit because freaking FedEx can't keep their shit together.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, it's one of those days around the world apparently. So there you go.
It happens.
All right, coming in next. What is that familiar sound that I hear? Teleporting into the command center via the Morphin grid. It is none other than our own Datilla.
Hey, I really love that you added the communicator.
That's
of course.
I thought Casey was in there.
I almost hit you with this one instead.
The Dragon Zord summoning.
But I felt the communicator was just better.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Man, I'm tired today too, man. We're all tired.
Wrestling makes us tired. Tired.
Oh, I'm not tired for that. I've been up early. I went to the flea market. I had pizza from Costco. I'm just tired.
I had a rude awakening myself, very Rick Rude-esque. And then I just kind of chillaxed all day. I stumbled in on YouTube. WWE was showing a playlist of the Bloodline at WrestleMania. So I started watching that. It was Bret Hart versus Yokozuna from the worst WrestleMania, WrestleMania 9. And then it just started hopping around. We had Roman versus Drew. We had Roman versus Edge and Bryan. We had Rock versus Hogan. We had WrestleMania 20, Scotty and Rikishi versus the Bashams versus the APA versus the World's Greatest Tag Team. I like all that kind of randomness. Then watched a little bit of Total Divas with my daughter.
Which, I mean, fair enough. By the way, I mean, by default, I guess it's it's one in the top 10. To be fair. Wow.
And then played a little bit of WWE 2K24 with the kids.
Nice.
Or 2-3, excuse me. We haven't got the new one yet.
Botch.
When everybody is tired, can we give a little of the botchiness?
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly.
sure, why not? And yes, Daniel, also, no way you can get the Dragon Balls to unwish that. Damn it. Lyoko,
That was
Yu-Gi-Oh,
right,
dude.
Three things that defined my childhood. And I even went through GT and Dragon Ball, so it's like, the hell? Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm flying Nimbus
You
in
talk
Star
about-
Seven, so.
You talk about going to the thing like I went to Create-A-Con, which was like if you didn't know anything about anime, you didn't belong in the building I was in today. So I was like, dude, like as awesome as the time people are having, it was in the air, man. Oh my
Yeah, man. I mean, because he's one of the he's one of the goats of animation. He's one of the
Damn
goats
right.
And last
greatest
but
anime
not
of all
least,
time.
I didn't get into Dragon Ball until I was much older, but I did grow up on Yu-Gi-Oh! Lyoko.
Yeah.
There you go.
And
Okay, we're still cool then. We're still cool.
God
No,
damn,
you're
no,
fine.
you make it sound very sane. Oh no, we have a reroll, by the way, I think. Oh no.
Yep, he's
No?
frozen.
No, he's definitely frozen.
Oh, he
definitely
wasn't.
frozen.
He wasn't. He was trying to wait for everybody to stop talking and introduce
There we
Walter,
go.
but then he froze. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
You're re-rolling for me, bro.
All right.
Yeah, I saw that.
Alrighty.
It's Saturday and everything's off the rails already. We're not even fracking 50
Well, do you want to reboot after you?
So,
okay.
Oh.
What?
Just go ahead.
Bringing in the last person for the show today, we have Mr. Reliable.
Dot.
Reliable.
Oh shit. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to remind you, I'm not telling you how much I weigh in tonight because frankly it's embarrassing. But I from New Haven, Connecticut,
Oh wow.
Mr. Reliable!
Wait for it.
Reliable!
Oh my
that was dope.
God. Oh my god, the fact
Nobody is ever going to take that stick from him now going forward.
No way.
Wow.
Where did? Oh no, he went away. Oh, there he comes. He's coming back. Oh my god, dude, that was the funniest intro ever. That was awesome.
Brilliant. Most brilliant intro ever.
Everybody got that reroll feeling.
No, I think it just had to go out. Was that microphone on, by the way, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could hear the freaking reverb on that thing, man.
Jesus.
That was nuts. Oh my god,
Brilliant.
that was
Okay. All right. So we are gonna wait for JJ to. I don't know if he's back or if it's just
He's probably restarting his device, if I have to guess. So
Okay. All right.
Anyway.
We'll go ahead and work our way back around the room, if you will. It has been a interesting couple of days, to say the very least. And the topics that came up for today's show are very much of the last couple of days generation, I guess, or not regeneration. What's the word I'm looking for? No, because the news was generated this week, so I guess that works. Just because my brain's not. You know, I was up since 8 a.m. yesterday, Friday, until which was yesterday. I can count days. Jeff can't count by now. Greg Cherry Brady got Tom. Whatever the hell Greg's website's called. It has it's WrestleMania season at the end of the day, and that is why the episodes of Dads are going to be wrestling themed at both shows. That's why we're centrally focused. But I tell you what, I finally got a chance to go back and watch the show last night. So congrats to everybody involved in our presentation of Sacrifice. I know I was unable to be there, and again, I'll get all of that in the shills when we get there. So thank you everybody that was involved in that, because it was a really cool presentation, despite the weather problems TNA was having. And by the way, you guys were telling me when I was getting ready to go into the club last night about the people complaining. It's like, are we really bitching at us? Or are we bitching either way? If you're bitching at us, it sure as shit ain't our fault.
Yeah.
Right? If you're bitching at TNA, you go out and control the weather in Canada on purpose. Like, fuck all the way off. Like, seriously.
In the Detroit Canada border near the Michigan Lake. Come on.
Yeah, no, there is no, like, if you are have the ability to control the weather in that part of the country, we will make you president right now. Like, we will actually make you president right now, because Lord knows the other two people involved are sure as fuck not qualified.
Well, not that we're being political here, but he's also
no, but
yeah.
JJ, how are we doing over there on the left? Not politically.
Nice.
That was a good one. That was good.
He still had issues.
Still having problems? Oh no.
Hang on.
Oh, there we go. We got a signal for a second. How you doing, JJ?
Is you okay? Hello? I think him broken.
I can see him moving. It's like,
it's gonna be one of them days.
He's trying his darndest by golly by G by Willikers.
Oh my goodness. Oh, he's typing, I think.
I know.
Baja Desert is some bitch. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and move me back where I need to be, since that way I can have my name in the marquee and do the whole stupid thing because it's funny for no reason.
All right,
okay, I guess we won't. Well, then I'll also hear the middle, because I'm man of the marquee and I have responsibilities.
I know when he was backstage. He must have been asking, why am I standing?
He is. It's good. That's okay. I am going to bring the topic list up, and oh, goody. All right. So here we go. All right.
Yay.
This shit right here. Here we go. Okay. All right. So, if you've not yet seen AEW Dynamite and don't wish to be spoiled or have the goings on in AEW spoiled for you if you haven't seen the show yet, and if you haven't, oh well, here it is. This is a spoiler. Get the hell over it. Kazuchika Okada has officially joined not only the roster of AEW, but he is officially part of the Elite. All right. Everybody take a breath for a second. I pointed out to JJ that I was wanting to wait until Collision was in the books as far as on screen. So it has gone down, and the person to my right on screen, my left, if I'm actually using actual physics, James brought this topic up. So we are going to allow him to speak his truth on this first. And let us know what he's thinking, because it's definitely this is how we're starting. So yeah, James, you were adamant about this topic being brought up, and again, let me do my due diligence here, if this mucker feather will work, and get the thing up.
Yes.
And again, I'm not talking politically either. Anyway, all right. We are going across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 YouTube channels, several Twitters, and even a Twitch. Everybody's got their own opinions. James is first.
Exactly. I will state and preface this by saying Okada in AEW is a very good thing. So if people think that I'm against Okada, I'm not. I really think him being in AEW is a very good thing, especially considering his schedule.
Yes.
Now, excuse me while I cough up a storm, because I'm still kind of somewhat sickly as I vent about this. But for those who have heard the same song and dance of the same complaints before, please bear with me because I think it's worth bringing up again because I think it's really bad timing to do this. Everybody knows my thoughts on the Messy Brothers, as JJ likes to call them. I'm going to stick with that because I refuse to call them by their kayfabe name at this point. I feel like it's disrespectful sometimes to the professionalism of actually being a leader in wrestling. So they decided that the smart idea and the smart money was to put Okada with them, with the Elite. And I guess by extension, kick Hangman and Kenny out because unlike the Messy Brothers, those two actually wanted to be professional about the situation back in September. So there is that.
As far as we know.
As far as we know. That's true. Although Kenny's made it very, very clear. That said, God, man. You want to talk about tone deaf. Look, there are numbers on WrestleNomics that really showcase that the Young Bucks, and I'll use them here because they are in the segments on WrestleNomics. They're not pretty when they come on. Like they drag the show down, and I mean drag the show down. We're talking anytime they're on screen, they no longer draw because I think a lot of people still hold a lot of ill will towards those guys, and they tune the F out. They don't do it nearly as much with Hangman because Hangman's tried to do the right thing, even though he has some stutter steps along the way. They don't do it with Omega if he shows up, but they always do it with the Messy Brothers. Anytime they show up on TV, they immediately get a bunch of people to tune out. And we're not talking like a small number either. We're talking about in the hundreds of thousands. You still like them after everything, that's fine. That's your prerogative. But I think Okada being saddled with the lowest drawing people in the company, arguably, when he is your biggest Japanese roster addition on TBS since the fucking Great Muta is a crock of shit. I mean, what are we doing? You are bringing in a person who you are paying $14 million across 3 years for, allegedly.
I'll be back, guys.
You bring him in, and the first thing you do is saddle him up with the lowest drawing act. You want to talk about stifling yourself? What are we doing here? You already hindered his drawing power like the minute he came in by saddling him up. Because I guarantee, look, I can only speak for me, but I know 100,000 people who typically agree, and they show the ratings don't lie in that aspect. Just saying. I'm not making another exception to have to sit through a Messy Brothers match. I already made it for Sting. I'm not making it for Okada. You're not gonna get me again. Nice try. Like, I'm not. If Okada's even tagging with them, I'm not watching. If he's in singles action, different story entirely. I'll watch an Okada match, but I'm not watching if the Bucks are involved. Like that's out of the question. And I think a lot of people are going to have that same sentiment. I think and I get that Okada probably wanted to be with them, and that probably was partly his choice. And that's great and all, but this is where being friends doesn't always mean good business. And I think Okada's done a massive mistake on his drawing power here, and he does not know it now, but he's going to find out as it goes on. Now, granted, eventually he'll get over it because he's Okada. But talk about saddling him with a freaking hump to come around already. Like you're in the company. Why do you need to be in the faction with them when they are that detrimental right now to this company? Especially considering the drama that happened over the last 2 years. Why would you even put them with anybody at this point? It makes zero sense. So that's my thoughts on it. I know I'm not the only one. I probably would vent about it a lot more, but again, number one, I'm sick. Number two, I'm tired. I just woke up. And number three, I don't got the energy to freaking vent about it anyway, even if I wasn't 100%. Because God forbid we complain about these two messy brothers at goddamn nauseum at this point, including the man who runs the show, who probably brings it up on Love of Wrestling every damn week. And the man on the marquee is sick and tired of talking about it as well. And you already know Noah's thoughts when he has his fucking camera turned off. So, I mean, there you go.
All we want to do is have no bucks, and he's got a feeling he's not the only one.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
So the karaoke going already. I'm in a good mood. Hell with it. All right. Before I throw to anybody, does I know everyone want to weigh in and give their own perspective, if you will, but does anybody have a dissenting or a completely different opinion from James as far as Okada being part of the Elite? And if you're not on screen, you have to actually say something because I cannot see your face or see your hand.
That is true.
What do you mean by like different?
Like do you think it's a good thing that Okada is going to be with the Bucks? Do you think it's a long-term good idea, or is it just going to be a extension of, yes, bad idea?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
It's fine if it is. It's fine if it is. I just want to make sure we're not going to be doing this, spinning this thing around 6 times and having the same track remaster 6 times. I'm okay with having multiple copies of now it's what I call Noah Volume whatever, but not about the fucking Bucks at the end of the day.
Yes, accurate.
Well, the way I thought of it was like, I mean, them firing Kenny Omega from the Elite, I thought that was pretty funny. Apparently Okada and the Bucks go way back 15 years.
Sure. Oh yeah.
So to that, it makes sense that they would get paired up. Maybe he wanted to work with them.
No, I agree with that. I just
maybe he wanted to work with them, so it would make sense. And at some point, if you want to revisit Okada versus Omega, I mean, he got fired from the Elite, so that's how you would do it.
I mean, that's the first thing I thought.
Right.
The fact that the Malignant Massies, Nicholas and Matthew, fired Omega in favor of Okada. Like, it's one thing they suspend Hangman Page, which we all probably think should have been done for real anyway. He's one that started this shit in the
years
first place.
ago.
Yeah. He's one that started this shit in the first place.
Yeah.
Punk could be wearing an AEW shirt if it wasn't for him. I'm throwing that shit out there. But Okada Omega on AEW television, as long as Omega can get healthy again, like, that's the way you get to take my goddamn money on pay-per-view for AEW is Okada Omega in a featured or main event match. That was the sole positive thought I had when it comes to this. And I only say that because, again, I told him, and I'll tell you, since you brought the topic up, I was very hesitant to turn this loose because it's been 3 days. Like, we haven't seen how this is going to end up. A year from now, however long it is, if we get to look back and go, yeah, failed experiment, wasn't a good thing looking back, I'm good with that. But to pounce on it at this point, it's now been 3 days. I was like, okay, I definitely want to have it on because I definitely want to hear your perspective on it and why. Completely valid, which is why I'm glad we were able to get this on the air. Yes, sir.
Okay. First of all, can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that I'm
Yeah.
on my phone. Okay. So the first thing I want to say is we all know how I feel about the Massey brothers.
True.
That is, we don't have to go down that rabbit hole.
Quite so.
But I think at the end of the day, what we are getting here, and the reason why I am just slightly optimistic about it, James, is I think what we're going to get is AEW's Wish version of the Bloodline Civil War. Who's the other half of the Golden Lovers with Omega, Noah?
I know that as well. It's
Ibushi.
Kota Ibushi. Yeah, Kota
Thank you.
Ibushi.
I was trying to get Noah involved since he's gone off camera and muted himself. That's why I directed to him specifically.
A couple of reasons
So,
for that. One, I'm tired as fuck. Two, I just have this to say because AEW is super excited to me as always.
So anyways, what I think we're going to end up getting is Paige and the Golden Lovers versus Okada and the Bucks.
I'm here for that.
Which
probably,
very good.
Depending on Omega and his diverticulitis and how quickly he recovers from it, because there is no set timetable. I don't give a shit what the dirt sheets say. There's no guarantee he'll be back by All In or All Out.
From Kenny
But
Omega
I think
himself.
once we get him back, that's what we're going to get to.
Yeah. And
Omega, with his status, is going to rehire Hangman Page, bring in Ibushi, and we'll get that trios action.
Right.
On top of that, and my knowledge of New Japan is limited at best, but from what I've been hearing from people, Okada is basically always been a babyface. So I'm curious to see what he's going to do in this new heel role. I think it's going to be very interesting television. So while I definitely am concerned about Tweedledee and Tweedle Dipshit stealing more television time than they need to, I'm curious to see how this develops and if we do end up with a elite civil war here.
To respond to it, I'll respond to one of the things you said real quick. Not only are you saying that the dirt sheets are wrong, Kenny Omega himself literally said that there's not a timetable. Like, I don't know where, but apparently, like, he was on Twitch and he said that. I will say, as much as I agree with everything, there is that intrigue of Okada. My thing is, do you really need to put him with the Bucks, or at the very least solely with the Bucks right now in order to drive that point home? Because I don't know. I think you could do that in a lot more effective ways. That's just me. But
honestly, I think the only other person you could put Okada with that would get him that kind of nuclear heat is Don Callis. And been there, done that.
Yeah. But...
Takeshita is with Callis. Ospreay is with Callis.
Yeah.
Fletcher's with Callis. Do we have to bring every fucking buddy from New Japan over and put him with Callis? No. Let's let Okada run with the elite.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I guess if they're on the show, go for it. I just don't know if that was the. It's just.
James, I'm gonna put it to you like this, bruh. And then if anybody else has anything they want to say about this, then that's fine. This is going to be the last of my piece.
Yeah.
I know how hard it is to get you to accept anything with the Bucks, just like it is for me. I'm asking you nothing different than I'm asking of myself. Give it to AEW Dynasty.
Yeah.
Let them get to the next pay-per-view and see how things progress with this Elite storyline.
Okay.
If it looks like a great big steaming pile of manure that Biff Tannen just landed in, by all means, change the channel. But let's give it to Dynasty to see how the storyline is going to play out.
Yeah,
at least begin to build.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's the same thing everyone asked of me, going from hard to kill to no surrender, then got extended to sacrifice as far as TNA goes, and we'll get to my decision there later. It's the same thing I asked of Datilla, going from New Year's Evil to Vengeance Day, and she gave me that. I'm asking you, let's give this to Dynasty and see how things progress.
Can I still turn my back on the Young Bucks for the visual gag?
After Dynasty, yes.
Okay, damn it.
Let's be real, because aside from Big Business and Battle of the Belts, I don't think there's going to be anything we're going to cover of theirs until Dynasty, and you don't do the TV shows anyway.
That's fair. That's fair.
So, after Dynasty, if the storyline is horseshit, absolutely. But if by Dynasty it's intriguing and exciting, then you have no reason to.
That's fair.
And plus, if we thought Dynasty, you won't piss off Joan Collins by not watching. So
that is true.
You gotta be careful pissing off the Dame Joan Collins, man. She fuck around with Joan Collins.
Real quick.
Hey, screw Joan Collins. There's only one Dynasty in wrestling, okay?
That's fucking funny.
Joey Ryan, Scott Lost, Chris Bosch, Scorpio Sky, Jay Chun. God damn it, the PWG Dynasty.
I will say,
and don't give me that reaction because I said Joey Ryan. God damn it.
I wait. And if I want to,
I don't care. If we can ask him to play nice until Dynasty, we can ask you to play nice for 5 minutes.
I will say I am gonna be on Big Business because it's in Boston, and it doesn't make no sense for a guy from Boston not to be on the show for that.
Well, good. We'll have a 3-man team for that then. So to Jeff's point, does anybody have anything different that they want to present as far as Okada, the Elite, what James originally presented, or can we move from this topic?
Walter's being exceptionally quiet, so I'm going to see if he wants to not be quiet.
Yeah, I'm going to be indifferent. I'm kind of neutral right now. I'm going to do what most wrestling fans don't do, and I'm going to be patient with this because what does JJ's daughter always say? Let it cook. Let them take their time to see what it develops to, because we're all going to jump the gun, and I hate it immediately. We don't need to immediately react like that. I'm piggybacking off the last thing that JJ just said, and let's give it time, and let's see what can develop up there. For all we know, this could be the best thing AEW has done in 3 years, or it could be the worst pile of shit that they do. So, but we got to give it time, give it a couple months, see what's up, and let it do its thing. And like I said, let it cook. Let's just be patient. And we know how I feel about the Bucks. I hate the Bucks. And it's the word that rhymes with the Bucks, even though we're free to do it on open mic night. I won't do it here, but blank the Bucks. But we got
that word is the greatest 4-letter word starting with not called free.
True.
Exactly.
Versatile as fuck too. You can use it as a noun, verb, adjective. Like it is multi-applicable word. It's the greatest word in history in English language. I don't give a shit.
It is.
I'll check. I don't give a fuck.
But Jeff said it. We said it with another topic. The word of the year this year is going to be patient. So let's just have patience.
That's it.
Let me get my little Axl Rose shimmy going. And all that is the fucking Davy Jones, and if you know, you know.
That's it.
Really quickly, I want to address Josh's comment about the only dynasty is the Hart Dynasty. The dynasty existed in PWG before the Hart Dynasty even had WWE contracts.
True that.
Do your homework, bro.
Oh well, I mean, if we want to go ahead and invoke the master himself,
yes, we have to.
3, 2,
go do your homework, bro. Do it.
Accurate.
No, I mean Noah only. I think he already gave his thoughts, and he said the Rainmaker taunt. So I think we're all set.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't
We are
wait
good
till
on that.
Wednesday.
In that case, we're on topic 1, and we're doing a commercial at 45 or 42. I'm here for that shit.
Can I say one last thing? When I saw Okada, first of all, I nearly choked on my food because I was eating dinner, but I could totally in my head hear Noah marking out for Okada.
Hey, what the hell's that supposed to mean? What? What are you talking about?
Because I know, don't you like Okada?
Well,
he loves Okada.
That's what I'm saying. I could his reaction and stuff. I could just totally picture his reaction.
Yeah, like on the Open Mic Night highlight reel, which you can watch on all of our channels right now. I repeat, right now, where Noah does the Rainmaker taunt with money raining down. It's great.
That's right.
What is it?
All right.
JJ,
So
what happened to it?
What?
What are you trying to look
Rainmaker time. What happened? To
We got rid of it because that was old.
Oh, okay.
That Rainmaker taunt is so.
I was gonna run the thing because it was funny.
No, it was the whole 40-second whatever clip where I was talking about everything leading up to it and Noah doing the. We got rid of it because it was old.
That's fair.
I live in the present.
See, even Josh does the same thing.
Let's see what happens. AEW is starting to restore a whole new feeling, new set, new environment, new incomings, new stories.
That's true.
I'm all
That's true.
in, pun fucking intended, with everything, not just AEW, but the wrestling industry is doing. Never a greater time to be a fan and be optimistic towards what's ahead. And I am super pumped for AEW. Big business is
Dynamite 2.0.
What?
I thought of that
No,
too.
Dynamite 2.0.
Oh no!
At least it's not blinding, and the colors actually. Hey, you know what happens when you have primary colors? Never mind. This is in art class 101.
That logo is sick. I'll give him that. That logo is
damn
sleek.
fucking right. It is.
That logo
I love you, Noah, but you got to admit that it's kind of reminiscent of the whole NXT 2.0 era.
Not really, because it's not blinding splattered paint on a white canvas.
I was about to say that, and in fairness, JJ, AEW did the colored thing first before anybody else. So yeah,
accurate.
I wasn't watching it then, so you know.
Well, now
but I believe you.
To educate you.
There you go.
In any event, that is neither a topic nor anything. So let's move to a commercial, Jeff. And let us show everybody all the upcoming open mic night specials that'll be coming up, kicking off with wrestling karaoke here at the end of the month.
Damn it.
They're not in here, so stall for a second. I don't know why they're not in here.
It is in there if you're on the open mic night side of things.
I am on the open mic side of things.
Brand new OMN specials. It's in there. I uploaded it.
I'm sorry.
Clearly, we have not had a production meeting prior to this. We are on all cylinders tonight prior to daylight savings springing over. Why don't James give us a weather report again about how things are in Canada?
You know what?
No. I found it. I found it. Knock it off a lot of you. Damn it all to hell.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Alrighty.
Game shows!
Karaoke.
Boo.
Boo.
Oh, and Josh, just for your last comment.
Shut the fuck up, Josh. And I
Nice.
think I damn it had to say that tonight so far on the air.
I will say, by the way, that Sam Storm that was near the Canadian border is actually near us now. Yeah.
Oh, goody.
Oh, well, there you go. And now here's Walter with sports. Walter, what's the latest going on in the UFC?
Well, right now, Michael Venom Page is fighting Kevin Holland and doing pretty well in the first round, but they're in the round 2 right now.
There you go. And now back to wrestling with Open Mic Night. Take it away, Jeff and JJ.
All right. So the next topic of the week, the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And for once, they're not
Which-
fucking it up. It actually seems like they're doing it right.
Yes.
Well, that's debatable depending on how you want to look at things. I know Josh super chatted something about the Hall of Fame earlier. We can get to that momentarily, but
yes,
some of you that were on the air or watched us on Monday know that Jeff and I covered Paul Heyman's announcement.
Quite verbatim.
And during the announcement, I brought up the whole fact that, I miss the way that the WWE used to do things, announcing it on Raw and SmackDown instead of press releases through other outlets and whatever.
I agree.
And I was convinced to a certain extent that, there's logic and reasoning for why they do it, and I can concede that to a certain extent. But then they went and hit us with 2 more freaking announcements this week. We had 3 announcements over 5 days. We didn't even get to SmackDown, the show that Paul Heyman is on, before getting 2 other announcements. I feel like that's just a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah.
Execution.
The Hall of Fame class probably isn't going to be that big. They've been doing 4 to 5 announcements over the course of the last couple years. There are 5 weeks until WrestleMania. We could have done 1 every week, but no, we've gone and given 3 announcements in 5 days now.
Yeah.
Bertha Faye didn't get a video on SmackDown from what I recall seeing. There wasn't one for the US Express from what I recall seeing. Granted, there was or Bull Nakano, excuse me.
Botch.
Can we not, when we've all admitted we're tired, please?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Neither one of them got videos on SmackDown. Paul Heyman got one on Raw, but he's not a Raw talent.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is going on here? I agree that they're on top of things for once, and they're not making us wait until the last fucking minute to announce everybody like they did last year, it seems.
Yeah.
But this is a little excessive, I think.
Yeah.
That gripe notwithstanding, congratulations to those that have been announced. Who do we think are going to induct those people? Since only Jeff and Walter were on the show with me on Monday when we did our thing.
Let's run this shit around the room.
So, as far as Heyman, I'm leaning towards the Dudley Boys. They're already in the Hall of Fame. I feel like that would be an easy enough tap to get. For Bull Nakano, my apologies for calling her Bertha Faye earlier. But for Bull Nakano, I'm thinking Medusa, Alundra Blaze.
Yeah, it's got to be Deuce.
Gotta be.
And as far as the US Express, I'm thinking it's got to be Bo Dallas.
Yeah.
And for the people in the chat room before they can fucking say it, no, let's not put goddamn Bray fucking Wyatt in here too. Yeah. He deserves to be a Hall of Famer. He deserves to be a headliner. They're putting Wyndham and Rotunda in because they're not going to put Wyndham fucking Rotundo in. Get the fuck over it.
Tranquilo, JJ. Tranquilo.
I will not. I've been through it enough with people in chat rooms this week.
Fair enough.
And this is my platform to be able to say things. So I'm going to say it.
Okay.
That is fair.
Yes.
That is fair.
JJ Rage has been engaged. Y'all just let him do his thing.
Rage engaged.
Renegades of Rage. That's it. Now,
oh, no, he went away.
I am echoing all of a sudden more than I was. I don't understand why. I was doing fine without that shit going on.
Let me just say I'm still here, but I just finally got dinner.
Hell yeah, dude. Eat your dinner. My goodness.
Yeah, there you go. That's why I'm off camera.
There you go.
I need something to keep me cognitive enough for this conversation.
So, and I'm echoing really bad. Fuck it. Oh my God. There we go. Okay. Like I said, I said my piece about Paul, and I had these things in my cart. Like this was in my cart ready to go because I knew it was going to be a thing. And then the Paul Heyman guy shirt. Ironically, they were mailed different days. They were mailed from separate warehouses across the country, and they both showed up here yesterday and the day before. So I don't know. That is the U.S. mail instead of the U.S. Express doing their thing. So there you go.
That makes sense now.
UPS.derp. Anyway. However.
Damn.
What can Brown do for you? Make me wait for my shit. Literally. Anyway.
Not wrong, to be fair.
No, I'm not. Well, like I said, we had a FedEx discussion with me and Mr. Brett Ivan today, and I'm like, let's not talk about FedEx and WWE because I'll be here for both days of the con instead, Mr. Ivan, sir. Skin crawling. Yes, back to the thing. So I think with the people we have on roster in the company, whatever, whatever you want to call it, I think personally the best choice for Paul is CM Punk. You will not get a better orator in the company, period, than CM Punk. Yes, Brock Lesnar has shown during his cowboy shit era, fuck you, Adam Page, that he can talk very well. But of everybody available, if you're going to have a Paul Heyman guy do it, like Austin's not a very, like, he's kind of like about wanting to do it. So, I mean, for Paul, he might, but I think it has to be CM Punk. For Bull, again, I don't know how you don't pick Medusa because Medusa, as we know, is more than capable of setting an arena on fire with her use of the microphone. With the U.S. Express, and let me piggyback on JJ's thing. I didn't even think about the actual naming. I just thought, here's how you get Bray mentioned because his father and his uncle are being inducted together. They will talk about Bray, but it's like, oh wait, Wyndham Rotunda. There you go. So I think if Bo Dallas is actually up for being there, and again, how do you not be with your father and your uncle, being the inductees? But if they don't get Bo to come back, I personally would like to see. I had the name and it just completely flew away off my lips here. So give me a second to run it back around. I'll come back to it. We'll just go this way. James.
I don't mind the Punk shout for Heyman, but for me, it's like, I feel like somebody that's alive during the Dusty era where Heyman first kind of broke in was working with Dusty would be more apropos, and one that has a lot of history with Heyman.
Mm-hmm.
The only person that I could think of that has actually had a history in both runs kinda is Tommy Dreamer.
Right.
He's like I feel like he's number one to induct Heyman, if anybody, because you got to remember, like, Dreamer was his booker. He was his closest confidant when it came to all things ECW. And, he also worked with Dusty for a long period of time at various points in his career. So
right.
There's that. I mean, both of them are marks for Dusty as well. So, again, I'm just kind of thinking in that regard.
I also, to recapitulate too, the fact that The Rock invoked Dave LaGreca during his 21-minute piece of beauty on Twitter. Since we've got LaGreca, let's just go ahead and have either Dreamer or Bubba.
Yeah, why not? Honestly.
If The Rock is involved in this Hall of Fame like they're saying he is, shit, there you go. There's a way to get more of the Busted Open kids in there.
Imagine they get the Dudleys, Dreamer, and Sandman. Oh, man. Jesus.
That's a lot of podcast hosts on that one stage.
Yeah. A lot of podcast hosts, and then Sandman, who can talk your ear off about anything anyway.
That's fair.
But yeah, freaking, I feel like that would be the number one. I don't mind the Punk shout out. I don't.
No. Yeah.
But for me, it's like I could see them going that route. I could also see them, even though they're feuding right now, to go with Cody to induct them, just out of respect.
I was gonna say, I think Cody would be a cool first look about. There's a super chat, so I'm gonna bring it up since we're still talking about Paul specifically here. Wesley, we appreciate the $5. I don't think Joe Henning wants anything can do with the company, if I'm being real.
I don't blame him.
But nor do I. But it would be a nice gesture if they threw him a solid. Here's a one night, signing. Here's some money for you. But yeah, I highly unlikely likelihood, as Aaron Riff would say.
Yes.
Anyway, so on to Miss Nakano.
Bull Nakano, I agree with Alundra Blaze. Bo Dallas is the perfect choice for the U.S. Express, I think.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna get an argument out of me with that. So, but really, Paul is the wild card because you could think of like 50 million people to induct them, and it probably would make sense.
Yeah, I mean, and the cool part is the majority of them are not under exclusive contract. I would love to have Rob, but Tony's booking Rob away from getting to see me on April 20th. So I don't think Tony's going to let him go to the Hall of Fame either, because Tony hates me and everybody else. Damn, that little curly-headed problem.
Definitely hates me.
Definitely hates the room. But Tommy, the Dudleys, Sandman. Again, if Sandman wants to, host a podcast that doesn't involve me because I interviewed him first. So thanks a lot, Conrad, you asshole.
Nice.
Sure, why not? No. What say you about our inductees that we know of and their possible inductors?
A lot of similar echo sentiments. As soon as I heard about Bull Nakano, very first name that came to mind for me was definitely Medusa, because Medusa and Bull Nakano defined women's wrestling in the early 90s, all the way in Tokyo with their sprints over the title. So she was the first, but if you're going to go a bit more modern, I think about influences of Bull Nakano. I look at Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix would also be another great pick for that one as well, because why Bull Nakano Medusa defined what women could do in the 90s, you could argue to say what Beth Phoenix did, redefining what women could do in WWE in the later 2000s. This is, of course, after the likes of Victoria and a couple of letters before her redefined what it meant to be more than just a diva. So that's my thoughts on Bull Nakano. Mad respect on that one. 11th ever champion, by the way, for those that do their history. As far as Paul Heyman, I mean, the wish list for inductees are so damn long. When you think about the people, not only he mentored, guided, managed, of course, being the king of Extreme. I mean, arguably enough, a person I was thinking about is a person I know he's working with. I was thinking Triple H. at this point, considering the history that he and Paul Heyman have shared, not just with the whole Brock Lesnar escapade, but you think about, again, Paul Heyman, he was a huge influence with Triple H when Triple H started getting creative power in the first place, going all the way back to the Black Gold NXT. Hell, he's the one that signed Austin Theory from freaking above to freaking NXT. He looked at him as a Paul Heyman guy. Paul Heyman arguably has as much of an influence on the WWE creative side of things as Triple H, if not more. At one point, if you look at his documentary, you end up thinking you even seen him in this company. So Triple H was another one I kept in mind. But in the land of Extreme, make it the most sense. Yeah, first bout it for me was the Dudleys. As far as the Express, look, first off, I echo JJ Summits completely. Now, I don't want to think that due to the passing of course, Bray Wyatt, we now have these two going in, but I'm just calling it spades here when you think about last name recognition. But as far as who inducts them, if it's not Bo Dallas, I know this is before IRS, man. So Ted DiBiase's kind of out of the question. I'm not.
No,
sure
not necessarily, because Teddy worked with both of them over the years too.
Yeah, that's true.
Then maybe I would actually go with the $1 Million Man more in this case, as far as the Express goes. But that's just my thoughts. And as far as the Hall of Fame presentation, look, I'll give them this. At least the class seems to make more sense. Now, the execution of the announcements could do a whole lot more damn work.
Sure.
And we all know they're probably rushing this because, one, they're going to do this after SmackDown. People are going to be tired of shit sitting through that 2.5-hour escapade. And 3, there's a whole lot of other madness going on that entire week and that night. So I kind of also understand where they're coming over there too. But that's just my thoughts so far on the Hall of Fame execution as far as who introduced who, etc. So yeah, I guess the only other name I could think of at this point for Paul Heyman, because if Paul Heyman's not the headliner, this place is fucked up. Period. The only other one I could think of to do Paul Heyman just probably has a hilarious rub, Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah. Josh brought Stephanie up during our thing on Monday. JJ, before you jump, I don't know if you were going to jump in there because I saw you getting ready to talk. You bringing up Triple H really reminded me what I wanted to say Monday. When we've seen the other promoters or the other really big names get inducted, you always think of, well, Vince should be the one to do this. Like Vince should have inducted Eric Bischoff had they had people doing the inducting as inductors during that ceremony. If they ever get Jim Crockett in, it should be somebody. But with Vince clearly unavailable for the long-term future, Triple H should definitely be the guy to induct a Paul Heyman, a Jim Crockett, fill-in promoter we absorbed here. Like I love that idea. That is bloody brilliant.
Thank you.
Well, does anybody have anything to? I make sure I don't let anybody pass before we go to Walter. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to say, now that I'm hearing that, it really would make more sense for maybe Mike Rotunda or is Mike Rotunda a part of the U.S. Express?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, so Bo
The
Dallas
U.S. Express is Barry Windham and Mike Rotunda.
Yeah.
Correct.
There you go.
All right. So yeah, no doubt in my mind that they should absolutely be inducted by Bo Dallas. It makes a lot of sense in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
Hence
Bo
my
Dallas.
comment that they're inducting Windham and Rotunda so that they don't put Windham Rotunda in this year.
Exactly.
Yeah. If anything, I think you need to wait a couple more years anyway for that.
Exactly.
It just doesn't make more sense.
I just want to make sure the chat understands. It's not that I don't think that Bray had a Hall of Fame worthy career, but do y'all really want me and Jeff to sit here for the next hour and a half and run through the laundry list of people that deserve a Hall of Fame induction before him? I don't think y'all do.
Mm-hmm.
This is the light topic of the day.
Yeah.
It's about to go down here momentarily.
And again, I sarcastically said this in chat rooms earlier this week, but if we're just inducting people as soon as they die just because they die, let's put Ole Anderson and Virgil in this year too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Virgil is like Coco Beware status as far as deserving the WWE Hall of Fame. But if we're putting people in just because he died, then let's throw Virgil in there too.
Yep.
At least Virgil won a championship and a championship sanctioned match on television. In the WWF. $1 million champion,
and he was
baby.
A part of the most influential faction in WCW history.
The West Texas Rednecks. That's right.
Nice.
Along with Barry Windham. There you go. Have Virgil induct Windham and Rotundo.
Now look at what you've done, JJ, man. To go full circle now where people might think, hey, maybe if Virgil was alive, he should have did the introduction.
Dude, Mike Jones, if he was alive, he should induct freaking Windham and Rotunda. He was part of the NWO with Rotunda. He was the best part of West Texas Rednecks with Kurt and Ben the Windhams. God damn it. All right. Hang on. Stupid.
He's looking for the
thing.
Shut the fuck up, John.
Oh, God damn it.
Accurate.
I can't see the comments, so you're gonna have to tell me what Josh said to warrant that.
That also should get a do your homework, bro, from Russo. The West Texas Rednecks, for those of you uneducated at home, were a team of Kurt Hennig, Barry and Kendall Windham, and Bobby Duncombe Jr. May Kurt and Bobby both rest in peace. And Barry's career after that, to be fair.
That's fair.
Now, the problem with West Texas Rednecks was they were supposed to be heels against Master P and his No Limit Soldiers. But they booked a country they booked a country singing centric group to be heels in WCW, which is based in the South. Can we see where we fucked up here in 1999? Yeah.
Nope.
Rap is crap, by the way. Josh, if you ever heard the song Wrestling Rap is Crap, that's them. And if you don't know what Rap is Crap is, go sit in time. Go put yourself on time for 5 minutes. I'm not even gonna fuck with you the rest of the night right now. Walter,
I like we paid enough. We've already beaten up the young boy enough due to the education system being what it is. Let's focus now on the panel in the present.
But now I don't want to because now he's just something that's gonna piss JJ off.
Uh-oh.
Thank you for the history, Mr. Meacham. I enjoyed being a student of Meacham University, first period of Chase University.
No. Stop doing this.
I've never heard of that song in my entire life.
Oh, you're missing out. But I like rap, though. It's okay.
Yeah, some rap is whack, though. I'm not going to lie. When people are trying to make a new word, look, we're not talking about pop culture here in music. We're talking about WWE Hall of Fame. Get back on topic.
Who is asleep?
I don't think anybody's
Somebody is
asleep.
snoring.
I think that's just Walter's
breathing.
I'm not asleep. It wasn't until she was muted.
Yeah.
All right, Walter. That's probably my wife in the back.
Oh, well.
She's not even
that close to me.
Who am I to wake up a woman?
Jesus almighty.
I was muted.
Walter, I would switch to your headset mic. That might solve the issue.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah, about to say.
But before you do that, let's weigh in on the possible inductees or inductors for these inductees.
Yeah,
yeah, I just woke her up. So I'm pretty much gonna echo the same sentiment as everybody else. For Bull, of course, Medusa, or Alundra Braze. She wasn't there, but because it's like who else? That's pretty much the only feud I actually remember Bull for. Now I was watching wrestling then. Yeah, but pretty much in WWF, that's all she had. And then for US Express, I mean, I guess you got to go with the family, like just somebody from their family. It doesn't have to be a wrestler. Like I like what Noah said about Ted DiBiase, but I think that's more if Mike was going in as the IRS the character, then it would make more sense for Ted DiBiase to like be the one to induct them. Now he does have interaction with both of them, but like if he's gonna be like a 2-time Hall of Famer and one is the IRS character, then I think Ted should be involved in that. But the US Express, I think it should be family. And then for Paul, you got so many choices, but yeah, CM Punk seems to be what makes the most sense. And then he's going to be there anyways for something that's going on Thursday, I believe, some kind of signing or something. So he's going to be in the area of Philly. So you might as well use him. Boy, already after the press conference wanted him to do commentary or something like that. So he could be involved in WrestleMania, even though he's hurt, by doing that. So I agree with everything else. So
make that 2 hours actually matter.
Exactly. And then he could just go over because I think he could sell Paul Heyman's career. And if Lesnar wasn't involved in that whole text thing, it would have made logical sense for it to be him. But we know it's not going to be possible because he's getting the eraser put on his name right now. So I mean that's it for that. But yeah, I pretty much agree with everything you guys were saying. And even in terms of how they deliver, I do miss them announcing on TV. I do get the age we're in, or the 2024, and everything's all digital media, and you're reaching people that don't normally watch wrestling by putting it out there and social media and things. But I do miss when they shot to the screen and that music that dun 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 came on and they just made an announcement and everybody stood up and you deserve it and they clapped. So it just brought some legitimacy to a Hall of Fame that doesn't actually exist. So like the Hall of Fame doesn't there, and that kind of made it seem a little more legit. So I mean, I think one day. Yeah, one day. I mean, you can do it in Stanford. They got a new building. You can make a physical Hall of Fame. Damn it, that's what I want them to do.
I actually heard someone say that the old WWE tower should be turned into the physical Hall of Fame.
I like that idea a lot.
Yeah, yeah, that's great.
That's enough space where if they like just basically gut the entire building and like get rid of like the floor levels, like absolutely, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's all I got to say about that.
I haven't felt moved by a Hall of Fame induction since good old JR Jim Ross's video, and then afterwards Jerry endorsing him. He stand up and the audience give a standing ovation. I haven't felt like that for a Hall of Fame presentation, setup, induction, etc. in a long time.
Yeah, I saw Lawler mentioned in the chat room. I don't know if Lawler's stroke recovery would be indicative of him going on stage. So that's the only reason I didn't highlight that. And as far as Austin for Heyman, I did bring that up earlier. Steve's not exactly a, hey, okay, let's go and do a Hall of Fame speech. That's just not Steve Austin. Datilla, what say you, my friend?
Oh, wow. Pretty much echoing some of what's already been said for Paul Heyman. Definitely Tommy Dreamer or Rob Van Dam. I'd say those two.
Oh yeah.
So for Alondra Blaze. For Bonacano, Alondra Blaze. And then for the US Express, pretty much Bo Dallas. So
all right, cool, quick and dirty. I like it.
I believe that Bo Dallas is the best choice for that one. And just to really quickly touch on the Brock Lesnar thing, since Walter brought him up, I think somebody else brought him up too.
Yeah.
If the rumors that I'm hearing are true, he's been added back to the WWE roster pages.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a big step in undoing the cancellation that was in progress.
Right.
Well,
which means that if he's being added back to the roster pages, he might be being considered as somebody that could induct Paul Heyman.
I will say if that's the case, he'll be in WWE 2K14 24, as DLC at least.
Yeah, that's fair.
Rumor has it done.
I'm tired. Like I said.
And my other question as far as Paul Heyman goes, and this is something that's been racking in my head lately, trying to get away from the ECW obvious people.
Yeah.
When did he take over OVW?
Okay, so he was put in charge of the book of OVW, if you will, after his run as SmackDown general manager, which would have been the spring of 2004.
So he wouldn't have been down there during the Orton, Batista, Cena days.
No.
That was what I was trying to get to
I got
as a blanket comment, because what about Cena doing it? If he had been there and part of that class, you know?
Yeah.
I think Cena's a great choice anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
Cena has a lot of respect and love for Paul. We've talked about that. Colin has a great take that nobody fucking said. What about Roman Reigns?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think the sitting, reigning, defending, undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world induct his wives man. Acknowledge the tribal chief the day before WrestleMania. Like, in hell.
We talked about Roman a little bit on the special we did on Monday.
Right.
I look at Roman inducting Heyman akin to The Undertaker coming out to induct Paul Bearer or Kane. Do you really want Roman to acknowledge somebody when he's supposed to be the head of the table?
Right.
That's fair.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah,
It would almost come off as it almost comes off as Roman is acknowledging someone higher than him.
Right.
But I think
We also mentioned on the Monday special, and it didn't come up here, so I'll go ahead and throw it out real quick. Having Rikishi do it, since he does go back to managing the Samoan SWAT team, Fatu and Samu.
Yep, that's true.
You know, if you want to get Bloodline involved in Heyman's induction, have Rikishi and Samu do it. The Head Shrinkers, the Samoan SWAT team. Then it's a full circle moment where the guys he started out managing in the Bloodline induct him now that he's with Roman and Jimmy and Solo and Rocky.
Okay. All right.
Possibly Jacob too, if the cards align right.
Possibly, but not likely at this point.
Yeah, not likely.
One thing I wanted to add. Cena does kind of make sense, only in that without Heyman really pushing for him in the early days during his time as the SmackDown lead writer, you might not get as Cena as over as he was. You could make the argument for that. Stephanie and Heyman were like the biggest advocates for Cena during his Dr. Thugonomics days.
Yeah.
So,
but as I mentioned, and I don't know if I mentioned this during Monday's show, Stephanie is a very, very dark horse only because the last name is a very, very dark cloud over this company right now. So
exactly.
I would say,
and the fact that supposedly, if rumors are to be believed, she helped cover up the Ashley Massaro incident.
Yeah.
I mean, couldn't you introduce her as Stephanie Levesque, her married name?
Everybody knows who she is. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate, that's an unfortunate insulting of our intelligence. Wrong night for it. 100% wrong.
It's not like 1998 when a young, fresh-faced Stephanie was being, kidnapped by the Undertaker and shit.
Yeah.
It's not that era where we could get away with saying, "Oh, this is Stephanie Levesque." No, everybody knows who she is at this point.
Yeah, no, true point.
Brock
Lesnar's back.
No, I don't mean to cut you off, Attila, but there is also, to add to JJ's point, there is also the contradictory rumors as well, where she was actually trying to get her father out during the time as well because she knew how screwed up it was to even have him back. And whether she knew it back in 2007 or not, it's such a mucky situation.
It's neither here nor there tonight anyway. So yeah, let's
screw that noise.
Yeah, definitely don't want that to be going on. So, is there anything else on anybody else before we throw to our other brand spanking new?
I was just gonna say Brock Lesnar is back on the roster
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we all saw that.
Yeah, we saw your message. We just we talked about it earlier, and again, that could be a red herring. Like it really could. So
exactly.
Yep. I say
that's why I'm not putting too much into it. But
we, for the occasion at this point, digress. Josh brought up a thing, and I will definitely, with this being no longer an ECW centric Hall of Fame like we talked about on Monday, how are we all feeling? I had said on Monday that I was okay with it if they put the right people in. Bull Nakano has been long overdue.
Yes.
I feel that as awesome as IRS was as a gimmick, I don't think Mike Rotunda goes in any other way this soon. And again, as JJ pointed out, literally verbatim, this is how you get Wyndham Rotunda acknowledged. It just makes sense. That way the Hall of Fame haters, you go to induct Bray. No, we don't. We're not getting his father and his uncle. We're going to say his name and his memory shall appear. Okay, so there you go. That's how you do it.
Well,
don't do it either.
Yeah, well, we got the tag team. You got the female. You got the headliner.
Yep, there you
a
go.
couple of others in the Warrior Award. So I'm just gonna say this: do fucking Cyndi Lauper right.
We brought her up Monday. I'm here for that shit.
Girls just want to have fun, you know.
We will definitely see, but yeah, to Jeff's point, I'm good with the Hall of Fame class so far.
Yes.
I think the only way you would get a serious diatribe out of me is if they announce Bray Wyatt going in.
I wouldn't blame you.
Number one, because that means he would usurp Paul as the headliner, and that's not fair because it's Philadelphia.
Yes.
And number two, it's too soon.
Yep.
You know, bottom line, if Bray hadn't died, he wouldn't be going in this year. It wouldn't even be a fucking conversation.
Nope.
Accurate.
Especially, like I said, when there's so many people, controversies be damned, that deserve it over him. Can we have a conversation about Demolition, please?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, and that's just one. Bam Bam Bigelow.
I was gonna bring up Bam Bam. I said you're gonna do a postmortem and ECW and Philly thing. You might as well use Bam Bam.
Hell, with Paul being the headliner, do Bammer anyway. Bammer debuted the night. His first match was a Paul Heyman produced event.
Mm-hmm.
Just at studio.
So I'm just saying, there's just two names, and we could sit here again for an hour and a half, running through people that deserve it over Bray. We're not going to go there.
No. And Colin and Josh, you're 1 month off. One last time. Botch. My birthday was February 10th. What the hell you all been?
Now, what we will talk about for a month on end, for a year on end, whatever, is the amazing documentary that is being ever so diligently worked on by this dude. About his uncle. And there is, and I'm going to read it just like it says, brand new Gary Hebert trailer in the watch along category. So if you have a desire today right now to go take a potty, go get a snacky snack or a drink, this is your chance. It's almost 4 minutes long. So we shall return.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Gary Hebert, the man, the myth, the legend. I was amazed, and I was looking to become a better skater myself, and I wanted to be like Gary.
When you look at a guy like this, he's one of the most talented people in his profession. He's been given gifts by God.
It can get frustrating at times when you're trying things that maybe don't come as quickly to you as other things. And, you never really felt that sense of frustration with Gary. It was always about improvement and positive reinforcement.
Was it really the end? Was that head injury really the end? God has called Gary to continue to be a blessing to others and to be a passionate example.
My name is Gary Hebert, and this is the World Academy of Hockey, otherwise known as the Inside Edge.
I would recommend anybody that have a chance to come to his hockey school. I think it'd be well worth it. It'd be rewarding to all the kids and anyone he coaches, from whether it's an adult, a professional player, to a little kid like a Mike or a Squirt.
Gary, from day one, has been instrumental to my hockey career. I started out as a potential Division III player, and Gary brought me single-handedly through high school and into a top Division I prospect. I owe it all to Gary, the biggest legend on and off ice there's ever been.
Listen, watch, learn, be confident, and have faith. Those are the answers I was brought to. Yet, I only now am really learning how truly important those 5 things are.
Through preparation, through appropriate thoughtfulness and thinking, we can learn to untie the typical knots between our ears that drive us into underachievement and underperformance. And lo and behold, we can learn, I think, to fill up God's given potential.
Gary has the innate ability to make people not only better players, but better people. The life lessons they learn from Gary are incredible.
You can always remember leaving that rink knowing as a player I got better or I had something to improve on to get better. And I think that's what you excelled on as a coach, is giving us the knowledge to know what we needed to do to get better.
There's coaches who know the game, but can you communicate and create passion in your kids and in your players? And Gary's able to do that.
Gary's got great knowledge and the great hands, but more importantly, his ability to connect with people and care for them. His communication skills, to me, really stand out and separate him, and that's why he's one of the best, in the world.
Gary's a legend. He's a special, special man.
This entire time I realized I have not done QR codes. I should probably make a freaking QR code for that trailer at this point. Like, it's a bit, even if it's a bit late.
All I'll say is, with each and every time I watch this trailer,
yeah,
two things happen.
Go ahead.
Number one, I can't wait to see the fucking movie.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And number two, I want one of those fucking Gary Hebert jerseys like the ones you have behind you to add to my jersey collection.
Hell yeah.
Really? You know what?
And Jeff being two fucking huge hockey fans,
yeah,
and Jeff going to Kings games as frequently as he does,
yeah,
I could totally see him rocking one of those jerseys at a Kings game.
I totally would.
Just to see what kind of conversation it strikes up amongst people.
Honestly, you know what? Do you want... We got a green, we got a blue, we got a red one. I could talk to Gary and see which ones you guys really want.
I'm down for the blue.
I'll take a blue.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Nice. All right. Well, I'll get two blues for you. I'll see what I can do. I'll contact my uncle tomorrow. I gotta contact him anyway, so it makes sense.
3X, dog. I'm a big mucker feather.
Yeah. 3X and
yeah, probably the same for me. I usually wear a 2, but I've been getting a 3 lately to just.
Who wants hockey jerseys? Make put your order in now, maybe.
That's it. I get 3 lately because I'm fat.
What about you, Walter? You want a jersey? Walter, okay, you want a jersey? 3XL?
Somebody pull a string.
3XL or no?
Somebody pull a string. He's not talking.
3XL, yeah.
All right. 3XLs. Datillo,
the blue. Might as well. Yep, blue too.
Make it the team.
If you don't want one, it's fine. It's for the meme.
I'll support you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you my size.
A dog wants something.
Oh yeah, someone's gonna die.
We got Barker, a big Barker dog. Noah, what about you?
She's a Chihuahua, so
maybe we could get one for the Chihuahua. A little miniature one.
Don't put pets in clothes. Knock that shit off. Knock that shit off. No.
Hey, it's not my idea. Noah, what about you? You want a hockey jersey?
Nah, I only wear suits. I'm good. I'm business casual. Appreciate it though, bro.
That's fair. Maybe I could get you a Gary Hebert hockey pin or something.
Get him a Gary Hebert lapel pin.
Or a patch. There you go. Yeah, perfect. Anyway, all right, meme over. All
right. And yes, we're trying to dance around this shit. Then we're gonna go to the main event.
All right.
Y'all do that. I'll be here with my cupcakes and
No. You just stick around there and just eat your cookies, but you make sure you're paying attention.
Yes, please.
Attention, right?
If I got it, you know what?
I don't blame him though.
We have you very often, Noah, but damn it.
I can't afford to pay attention anymore.
I understand that what we're about to talk about is a very sensitive topic. I get that. I also realize and acknowledge the fact that there is no positivity in this topic at all. It is 100% negativity. So I'm not even going to try and paint some kind of pretty picture here because it's complete and utter horseshit.
pointless utter horse shit talking about the mediocrity of the human mindset when it comes to the recognition of humanity in this society where people don't know the difference between virginity and friggin' respect. Fuck off.
Oh my god!
But
I do believe
still,
Noah's made his point.
but it
And with
is
that,
still
I mute
something.
myself.
But it is still something that needs to be discussed.
Yes.
Yeah.
A few days ago, WWE Games put a picture out on their social media of Cody, Rhea, and Bianca to promote 2K24. It was a glorious picture. Not Bobby Roode glorious, but you get where I'm going. It was a really cool picture of the three of them. And unfortunately, some people in the IWC decided to turn it into a racial thing.
Which,
well, they needed one black person to be on the cover. What the hell has she done this year? She doesn't deserve it. Why isn't Bailey on the cover? She won the Royal Rumble. It's like, first of all, asshats. They've been planning this cover pretty much since the last game dropped. And Bianca, during that time, made history as the longest reigning women's champion in the modern era. There's a reason why Mommy didn't challenge her. Even though everybody thought that she would, or at least a lot of people thought that she would. I mean, if you watch For the Love of WWE, the Montez and Bianca show, Bianca was sold on the fact that Rhea was going to go after her.
Yep.
But the bottom line here is we, and I say we in the general sense, I know none of us are making those comments on the panel.
Right.
But we as a community, the internet wrestling community, need to do fucking better. There is no reason for this bullshit in 2024.
Nope.
And let me just say that it doesn't end with quote unquote, as the people in the chats like to say, white people doing it. Because as soon as one of us white people point out that don't be bringing all of us into this, there's a lot of us that aren't that way. Hell, everyone here knows my girlfriend is an African American woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I'm completely racist.
Yeah.
Come on now. Just because there's one or two bad apples, don't lump the entire Caucasian race into it.
That's it.
That is just as racist as the comments that those bad apples are making.
Yep.
So at the end of the day, those of you doing that are no better than the people you're mad at in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yep.
So I am going to tag in before. Oh, good.
I was going to say that's about the end of my piece of it, unless somebody makes a comment that I choose to piggyback off of.
Okay.
But much as James wanted to bring up the opening topic because it affected and riled him up,
Right.
this very much riled me up. So this is very much my topic. Even if I wasn't the host moderator, this would be my topic to lead because
yes,
it just fires me up to no end. Number one, that we're still dealing with this bullshit in 2024.
Right.
Yep.
And then again, like I said, the fact that those that are getting mad at it are doing the same thing in retrospect by trying to make it seem like it's all one race that's doing it.
Yes.
And it's not.
No.
Go ahead, man, whose name is on the marquee.
Thank you, sir. I will be brief, and for me, that's saying something. But at the end of the day, let's take some hot button topics, shall we? Females in sports, Black people in sports or media, Black people in sport and entertainment, women in entertainment, women in media, Black people in media, and let's just attack, because that's what we do as a society, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's very hypocritical. Every time something like this comes up, I automatically think of the Kung Pao Buckaroo holiday. God bless you for bringing that shit into my life. Because you can't say shit about shit anymore. And again, I was hesitant to talk about this because I'm the whitest dude in the room. I'm pretty much glowing in the dark up in this bitch. Okay? Like, seriously. But it does need to be addressed.
If I may jump in real quick, the only reason Jeff is even speaking is because of me. Those of you that saw Meach's musings saw him say that he was not going to address anything about two of the topics we were going to present.
Yep.
One was the Okada Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
The other one was this.
Yep.
I talked to him yesterday after we went off the air, and I basically told him, in my humble opinion, your refusal to address this makes it sound like you're okay with it.
Right.
And I know he's not. He's one of my best friends. I've known this fucker for almost 20 years.
Yep.
But in his choosing to not address it as everybody else addresses it, makes it come across, or can make it come across, as if he's okay with it. That is the only reason he's saying anything.
Yep.
Continue, Jeff.
And I'm glad I chose to say something, because I'm going to go from one section to the complete other side of the spectrum, Jay. So just be ready for this, because I haven't even told you this yet, because I got home and crashed the fuck out today. I realize every so often exactly how privileged my white ass is. Okay. Coming home yesterday from an awesome, and I do mean I'm going to go ahead and put it in there now so I don't have to take up the show time with it. Coming home from seeing my friends, the LA Dolls and Harvell's in Santa Monica. You guys saw me out there after the Sacrifice show. I have not had more fun at a show like that, period. But coming home was another adventure. There was a bus that picked me up right outside there at 2 a.m. So, okay, cool. I can get to Union Station, no problem. Well, when you get engrossed in a book on your Kindle, God bless Amazon, by the way, I love being my Kindle, you lose, if you're not used to going someplace, you lose your sense of direction. I will call it an opportunity to get off the bus at a completely different stop than I'm used to and walk through what we here in LA call Skid Row. And I mean walk at 3:30 in the morning. I am so unbelievably spoiled and privileged. I have like a dime to my name. Like here's the money I own my own self. There it is. It's a penny. Okay, right? But walking through there, I realized that anything that is brought up by any one particular group of people about another particular group of people is ridiculous and should not be a discussion in 2024. And the fact that it is makes me sick. And it's not just the wrestling fans, unfortunately. The wrestling fans tend to be the most toxic about it because wrestling fans are more toxic than any other fandom I've ever seen in my 41 years. I've said it for as long as I can remember. The worst part about wrestling fans is the fact they're wrestling fans. And there's a small group of us that actually tend to avoid the toxicity. But we end up getting sucked into it like a vortex from hell because of shit like this. You cannot sit here in this chat room You cannot sit there in a WWE endorsed chat room, discussion, whatever, and tell me that Bianca Belair has not been the most popular, the most driven, the most showcased female athlete in that company. And the fact
with
that
the
she's
exception
just
of maybe Rhea Ripley, and she shares a fucking cover with her.
right. And of the last, we'll say, 2-3 years. And that applies to both of those girls. And the fact that her inclusion in this photo was reduced to race, and honestly, because she's a woman, because of gender, because nobody said fuck about Rhea being there, but they did attack Bianca for being there, is mind-numbingly bass-ackwards thinking. It hurts my fucking heart to see shit like that. And I only did not want to bring it up because at the end of the day, I am a neon white man talking about a black woman being attacked in social media. And that just comes off as, oh, well, the man's, showing his support because it's the right thing to do. No, it is the right fucking thing to do because it's so wrong.
Yeah.
And I do not and will not ever understand why that has to be a thing. I feel a certain way about a certain things, and I get that. I feel a certain kind of way about a lot of things, but when it comes to the divide, especially in this country, over that topic, it just makes my heart hurt and my brain bleed. It just is what it is, and it's not just that one group. It's all of the groups that attack all of the other groups. It's very frustrating, and I think that why can't Rhea Ripley just be a great women's wrestler? Why can't Bianca Belair just be a great women's wrestler? Why can't Cody Rhodes just be a great wrestler? Why can't all three of them just be great wrestlers?
Yep.
That's what, because that's what it is. They're on the cover of the video game of the biggest wrestling company in the world because they've been the most popular people on that roster. It is a popularity contest. Guess what? They won. So, and again, I have said this time and time again. People speak the loudest volumes with actions, not words. Going to the words on social media, you just make yourself look like the ignorant fuck you are. If you don't like the fact that she's on the cover of the game, don't spend how much is that damn game?
Too much.
$70.
$60 for that one, $119 for the Cody cover, and then like $200 for that other special edition.
Don't spend the 3-digit amount for the game.
Right.
If you don't like the fact they're on the cover, go buy Fight Forever. I'll eagerly wait your review of that shit because you're crazy, but it's really that simple. Don't turn on the television shows. Don't. If you don't like something, you don't have to be a whiny bitch about it. Just don't fucking address it at all.
Don't be a Cody crybaby.
Don't be a Cody crybaby. Thank you for
It's a click. It's a click of a button, people.
Just a heads up, real quick, Jeff. Since I am having production issues today, I sent you the image in your Facebook Messenger. If you want to bring that up, please.
I will do that.
So everybody can see the image that started all of this.
No, sure, no, that's fine.
Like Ric Flair used to say, "What's causing all this?"
Yeah.
Yes. It's just so. Again, I've been a fan since 1990. Jay since 1998. A lot of us in the room have been, we're 90s fans for the most part. There's a couple that aren't. I understand that. I'm not generalizing. I don't like the fucking IWC about this cover this week. Let me go ahead and zoom in on that shit because it is way back there. Hello, back there image.
By the way, that image is very nice. It's very sharp. I like it.
Yeah. It's very reflective, which is ironic given what's become of it. You look at Cody's looking off into his future. It's like, I just want to finish my story.
That's fair.
Yes, but it is just so ridiculous that this. I'm not saying that it's ridiculous that it was brought up. It's ridiculous that it has to be brought up in March of 2024. It's so sad.
It really is.
I'll go ahead and just again we'll keep running down the line here. You know what? I will go in reverse order. I only went next because man of the marquee, and I wanted to make sure I made my point and make the point that this is why I talked about it. So,
well, if I may, I'd like to throw to Noah next because I know that he's going to keep his comment simple and to the point.
Valid.
And then we can go to whoever else may want to speak on this.
That's
Noah?
You already know what I stand for. I'm a man of a few words. I barely interface with anybody. But the bottom line is this. Everybody's a person. Everyone's human. Some people don't know what good morale, good judgment, protecting their mentality, and trying to be better means. Humanity be better. I don't acknowledge toxicity, nor do I try and breathe my own toxicity towards the toxicity because that doesn't solve anything. What they did was wrong, and I can only hope that one day it stops. But as long as evil must be on this world to counteract good, let alone fight it, it will never cease. We can only try and be better. Don't become the IWC.
Datilla?
I can't believe we're having this conversation in 2024.
You and me both, sweetheart.
Bianca Belair has done a lot to deserve to be on the cover of the video game. A lot, seriously. I didn't even know that's what was said. I was kind of wondering why Bianca was trending on Twitter the other day, but I didn't know that's what started the whole thing. Those comments are completely uncalled for and unnecessary. Sometimes I hate the IWC because they're so toxic sometimes. It's stuff, but it's just it's just crazy, man. It's 2024. Why are you even having this conversation? Bianca's done a lot. Just like Rhea Ripley and Cody Rhodes to earn to be on that cover of the video game. Yep. Like JJ brought up, she was the longest reigning women's champion of the modern era. She won the Royal Rumble. She main evented WrestleMania.
With another African American by the fucking way.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. The IWC is the worst sometimes, seriously. But Bianca doesn't deserve that hate.
No one does.
No one does at all. No.
And Danielle, thank you for being lighthearted and bringing up Halloween, the Halloween franchise, the trilogy, because now it's even worse in my head. Evil must die. Evil dies tonight.
And Walter, something? And I think both Rhea and Bianca are good role models for young girls everywhere.
Dude, if you watch the clip of Rhea watching her old self rendered in the game, that shit's fun, and it's just so pure because that Rhea Ripley was not ready for prime time, and Rhea acknowledges it, and it's fun to watch her go back and go, oh, geez, at her own damn self.
Yeah.
Those two have just come so far in such a short span of time. Yeah. And the fact, and again, what astounds me is they're not Charlotte, they're not Becky, they're not Bayley, they're not Sasha, and they're still getting the hate. Like, what the fuck do you wrestling fans want? We don't want the horsewomen anymore. Okay, neither one of them are the horsewomen. Oh, well, we're going to hate on them because of A, B, and C. Shut all the way the fuck up.
Absolutely.
Fuck all the way off. I said that, I forget what day this week I talked about Dylan's first grade teacher. Get what you get and don't have a fit. And again, if you don't like any of it, grab the remote control, keep your goddamn mouth shut, and learn how to push buttons. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, to your point, Rhea, with this whole mommy gimmick, has found and finally unleashed to the world who the woman behind Rhea Ripley truly is.
Yes.
For all those years, she was trying to be what she thought WWE wanted. And she finally felt comfortable enough in her own skin with her own presentation to be like, this is who the fuck I am.
Yep.
And is arguably bigger than she has been as a result of it.
Yep.
For finally being who she is. Definitely something that not just young girls, but people everywhere can gravitate towards. You know, being their truth, being who they really are. And Bianca, we've said it 100 fucking times. We'll probably say it 100 fucking more, especially every time somebody in the chat room brings up, oh, Bianca needs to turn heel. She's the fucking female John Cena. Look at everything she does in the community. Look at everything she does for the kids. Look at everything she gives in her free time. Again, I go back to, if you haven't seen For the Love of WWE, watch it. It's 4 hours, 8 episodes. And just look at everything that that young woman and her husband put their lives through on a regular basis, and tell me that this woman is not a fucking role model. And that is why she is not going to turn heel anytime soon. I will say it until I fucking die of a stroke saying that shit. There's a reason that they're not turning her heel and pulling that trigger.
Exactly. Who would? Oh, and yes, and definitely want to congratulate. Talk about breaking kayfabe. Dom Dom got married this weekend. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was crazy.
I figured we would get to that afterwards as a something to lighten the mood. Let's keep pushing through this, please.
That's fair. Walter, James, whichever. I'm here for it.
Go for it, Walter.
I'll be kind of quick, yeah, because I don't want to give these ignorant people the time, the energy, the clout.
Right.
You're just idiots, and like it shouldn't be going on in 2024. We don't got time for this ignorance. I mean, it's in my own community. We got colorism with the darker Hispanics, with me back, and I'm growing up with that. So we got to deal with it. And like Noah said, as a society, we got to do better. But no matter what, there's always going to be some ignorance, and this just proves that she deserves a cover. And congratulations to Bianca for having that cover. And you guys are mad at Bianca. Wait till you see the push Jade is going to get when she comes out. So I say WWE, keep doing this and piss them off even more. So screw them and keep pushing the people you want to push.
Hell, make Bianca and Jade a tag team. Make them the tag team champions. That will really get them going.
That's what I want more than anything right now, dude.
Yeah,
for real.
me
And I
too.
wanted that before this happened.
Yeah,
I was saying that after the Royal Rumble. I was saying it after the Royal Rumble, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let them dethrone freaking Asuka and Kairi, the Kabuki Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
I might actually care about
But
women's
just,
tag team wrestling in WWE again if that happens.
Exactly. But yeah,
Yeah.
big fuck you to the ignorant people that say shit like that, and that's it.
Yeah. Hey, can you get your Mr. Anderson microphone to say that to them loud?
Right.
Man.
Not if his wife is still asleep next to him.
Yeah, that's fair.
No, she walked away because she got embarrassed that they heard snoring. But proof, watch this back. Proof. I tell you, you're snoring. You argue with me. It's proof. They heard it.
Now there's proof. Now there's nothing.
Damn.
For once in Walter's life, he's right against his wife. Mark it down, Walter. It's not going to happen again.
Cue the quiet down in 3, 2.
She was smack coming out of nowhere.
All right, James, go ahead and bring us home on this, please.
Man. I can't even begin to tell you how I recognize my color of my skin. I recognize how privileged I am ultimately. I recognize that if I was a different race. I already go through hardship with having autism. I'd have it 10 times worse if I was a different color of skin. And that's really fucking sad. That we're still in that mindset with a lot of damn people. It really just comes down to the people that called this out for being a problem. That Bianca, who is a major star in WWE and quite frankly in all of professional wrestling, is alongside Rhea Ripley and Cody Rhodes. It's freaking disgusting to me that Bianca Belair is being treated like this by anybody. I don't even give a shit if it's a minority. It's unacceptable. It should be untolerated. And I'm glad that a lot of people on Twitter and Instagram and everywhere else on social media came to Bianca's defense. Much like they actually came to Rhea's defense when that one fan was being a Twitter twat, as Noah likes to say.
Much like they came to Maxine's defense.
Yes. Oh God.
Although I will say that some people were calling out the fact that superstars weren't coming to Bianca's defense as quickly as they came to Maxine's defense.
Yeah, but
that's because some people actually avoid Twitter because they had enough of the twats.
I think that's what that is, by the way, to be fair. I think Noah has a point there. I think that might be... Because keep in mind, I think there was a lot more people terminally online, especially coming fresh off the pandemic, than there is now. Because I think people are just so sick of fucking being online. And I don't blame them. But when they came to their defense, boy, did they. I saw some harsh takes on those idiotic, moronic fuckers, as there should have been, by the way. It's just so gross because and it really is eye-opening when you have these people say this, because man, if this is what they think of Bianca Belair, they must hate Jade Cargill. Man, they must have hated KSI selling an RKO like a champion on SmackDown this Friday.
Yeah, he did.
Holy shit.
He sure
I popped big time for that shit. That was one of the greatest RKO sells I have ever fucking seen. And he's not even a trained pro wrestler.
And by the way, that's not entirely true because I'm a big fan of KSI. He actually is. That's the
but even still,
he's a trained pro wrestler, somewhat. Not entirely. But he's there. He actually is probably one of the better person who has the basics down. I'll get into a KSI diatribe on a different podcast, different time. But that just happened, and what do they think of him? What do these idiots think of KSI selling an RKO like a champion? And I mean like a champion. Do they just think, another black guy is on TV? Oh God, they have to have the black guy take the RKO. It can't just be the white guys. What's the fucking problem?
Yeah.
It was the best segment on SmackDown, in my opinion. I mean, unless you want to, and I would say the freaking Bloodline and Rollins Rhodes, but they cut the segment off before it was over. So, like, it by default, and what is the issue with that? Why are we still stuck in these times in a lot of these people's mindsets that, well, they're only getting special privileges because they're black? You guys don't even know a fucking half. If you're saying that, you don't even know half of how special and how privileged you fucking have it.
Right, exactly.
I don't want
That's my point.
I don't want to fucking hear it from people that say, "Oh, well, they get this and they get that and they get this and they get that." Fuck off. Fuck all the way off with that. And it frustrates me because I am a person that has friends of this color. I have friends of different ethnicities and backgrounds. Okay? And I don't freaking see color. I never have seen color. Fuck. I never will see color. And the fact that there's anybody disrespecting somebody like Bianca Belair, it hurts me probably more so than it hurts Jeff. And it's not fucking okay. It's never gonna be okay, man. Bianca's one of the most fucking talented pro wrestlers in this goddamn business, and she has come a goddamn long way. I've seen this woman at the start of her career in WWE in the Mae Young Classic all the way up until now.
Yep.
I've seen Montez Ford in the same freaking light from NXT all the way up till now. And it's absurd to me that these people are getting this kind of hate just because of the color of their skin. You want to talk about fucking ignorance, man. And I'm sorry I even getting a little choked up, but it really does hurt my heart. It really does. And it really sucks because it's like, that's all I grew up around people like this. I loved, some of my bestest friends are that color. So when I hear shit like this, man, it really, really gets to me. It really gets to me. And I don't even have it that bad. There are content creators that are of this, that have literally gotten me. KSI is one of them through the toughest times of my life. And they have to go through this shit on a fucking daily basis. I've seen videos where KSI would do one question go, and they would say worse than what they said to Bianca Belair. And it's fucking gross. It's 2024, not 1852. Fuck.
Yeah. No, it's...
That's my fucking rant.
There you go.
All right. If there aren't any other super chats or anything that came in to address,
there were.
Which thank you again to everybody for the super chats. Please make sure you're sharing the love across all brands. Go ahead, read it, Jeff, because I can't see it.
It says, from arguably the greatest YouTube username in the history of the NerdQ Galaxy, from 26.2 miles outside parts unknown, with a $5 chat. Thank you for that. On the topic of video games, have any of you checked out Ultra Pro Wrestling? Because we were talking about the video game a little while ago. Coming out soon, looking very similar to the old and No Mercy from N64, which even for my money and the graphics is still the greatest wrestling game of all time, at least for me. So I have not seen the information about Ultra Pro Wrestling. Has anybody seen that before we dive into it?
I have not. I'm not much of a gamer, honestly.
Right. I know people in here that are gamers. So if anybody's seen it, we can talk about it. If not, we appreciate the $5. Good.
I'm a gamer, but I haven't seen it.
I've seen it. I've seen video clips of it. It's looking very promising, I will say.
Okay.
Gameplay wise, it's definitely going to have a lot to offer. It's definitely going to be better than freaking AEW's freaking engine. I'll tell you that right now.
That's not a high bar.
I know. But yeah, I've seen it.
Yes. Very cool.
Okay. All right. So we are going to briefly address Dominic's wedding, but we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break before we do that.
Appreciate that. I'm making the graphic for it.
Let's go ahead and show everybody and get Noah back on the screen here so he can talk about all the stuff that he's going to be losing his voice over between next Wednesday's Big Business and the Bash in Berlin. And yes, we know it's already out of date because fuck TNA and AEW for announcing two other things since I made the fucking video.
This is why he does it.
Screwing it over for me. No lube, no reach around, no kiss or nothing. Let me know what is coming. God damn it. But those images are loaded in there so we can address them afterwards. Go ahead and roll that video, Jeff.
We will be right back. Oh, by the way, thank you, Fred Durst.
And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
That picked up my mood, and yet again, also under siege from TNA, Battle of the Belts 10 AEW, Double or Nothing still pending, and again, there's just so much going on. Of course, when you see Rabbit be a no one from the GPW, all the wrestling, all the professional wrestling, damn it, and sports entertainment. But at least sports entertainment's more interesting to me this year than it has been in a long time. I'll be damned. Stephanie beat Julia, new NJPW Strong Women's Champion.
Right?
Let me just say how refreshing it is to actually have you do that. When we did Dads, I had to step in for you with all the wrestlings. Definitely made Jeff pop a little bit because we didn't have you here to do it.
I was trying to find a clip of it, and I just couldn't make my fat ass fingers go quick enough. I'm like, damn it, I can't do it. And then we came back from break, and he did. I'm like, he did the thing, yay! So anyway,
all right. Well, I definitely feel we need a pick me up after that. So
I got a couple good ones for you. So.
As was mentioned in the chat by the Meltzer of the Multiverse, Dominic Mysterio did get married. Why did you cut Damian Priest out of the one picture? That's rude.
That's not. Hey, settle down. That one was just Dom and Rhea in that one picture, actually.
Are you sure? I've seen that same picture with all three of them in it.
We have no idea. I guess we'll figure it out later.
But in any event,
okay.
Congratulations to Dominic Mysterio and his bride, his longtime high school sweetheart.
Yeah.
Wow, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Austin Theory and Priest were a couple of his groomsmen.
That's why Priest is there. Instead of the
I
other
love the fact
of course,
that they
there.
That's so dope.
I love the fact that they made sure Ray wasn't captured in any picture, so they could just still call him the deadbeat dad.
But you know
There
what?
is a video that is on social media of Dom and his bride rushing to the car, and you see unmasked Oscar, Angie, and Rhea.
Yeah.
Like all next to each other, completely breaking kayfabe.
Yeah, they were there.
Yeah.
There was that
But
video.
in the
There's a
picture,
video
they
of.
trying to make sure he wasn't captured.
Well, no, there's a video of Dom dancing with Angie. I'm like, whoa, I like it.
Well, of course. I mean, had to have the mother-son dance,
have to do that.
regardless of storylines.
Yes.
Still got to have that moment. And in true WWE fashion, when Dominic got on the microphone to make his speech, the entire crowd booed him.
It was tremendous.
I thought that was so perfect.
It's a nice touch. It's a nice touch. The crowd gets it. The family gets it. That was great. I loved it.
They completely kept with the shtick. And then, of course, he went on to thank his mom and his dad, thank his family and friends,
Yeah.
The good boy that Dominic is and was raised came out in that speech. But just to have that little bit of clip where he got booed at his own fucking wedding is just great.
Dude is a heel through and through. True and true, brother. I love it.
And then I also saw earlier today Riddick Moss and Emma tied the knot as well.
Yes,
That's
good for
awesome.
them.
Good for them.
All the
Pictures
love and
circulating via People magazine, so congratulations to them as well.
We need the love right now. The love in wrestling needs to be prevalent.
Absolutely, especially after the topic we just came off of, man. We need the love. We need all the happy thoughts.
If we need some love in wrestling, weddings are awesome, but the wrestling fans also got a gift from the photography gods and our buddy Angelo Trinidad, JJ.
Oh, no.
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah. Okay, so for
I saw LA
context,
Knight post that.
Yeah, so for context, ladies and gentlemen, LA Knight posted this. This was done up by former United Wrestling Network, Championship Wrestling Hollywood, NW Hollywood, whatever, ring announcer and producer Angelo Trinidad. The image in the quote-unquote background is actually Percy Pringle and Sean Ricker walking through the curtain at the Glendale Studios, which just tugged at my damn heart. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then in the foreground is the Paul Bearer figure and the recently released LA Knight figure. And for those of you only listening and not watching this, and first of all, what are you doing with your life on a Saturday night? Jesus Christ, turn this shit on. LA Knight said, "This is that shit." Just plain and simple, tagged Chambers from Hollywood and hashtag Paul Bearer, Percy Pringle. Oh, yes. Yeah. And then Marquez, as eloquent as Dave Marquez do. Awesome recreation by Angelo Trinidad of this photo. Shane Kidder is Shane's real name, but Shane's photos, United Wrestling Network classic. William Moody, Percy Pringle, of course, and his charge, Sean Ricker, entering the studio arena. Wonderful memories. For JJ and I, this is exactly what it is. It's a wonderful memory. The picture of my boy being handed that urn by Percy could have been right after that photo was taken. Like that's how involved and intimate we were with the Dave Marquez produced wrestling here in Hollywood and Glendale. It was a beautiful time. We had the amazing opportunity to befriend Bill Moody, Percy Pringle. I'm getting choked up myself now. God, I gotta calm down. Bill Moody, and I love stuff like that. I actually have the Chase variant with the blue suit and the more human-looking Paul Bearer from 1998 on pre-order because that shit sold out in a hurry. But it is on the way here. So that's going to be a little display here in my studio and I got to get a LA Knight figure because now it's a thing. So
absolutely, I need to get both figures too, and I'll probably recreate that image myself.
It is so. I went back recently because we actually just passed the anniversary of Percy's passing. I can't believe it's been freaking 11 years. That just blows my mind.
Wow.
Of Sean giving that eulogy for him in the ring right after you and I got a chance to do at the grill position. It was such a long time ago, but it feels like yesterday. It was so cool, and I thought that. And so I'm like, okay, we gotta bring the mood up after this main event topic. So between the weddings and again, congrats to Riddick and Emma, and congrats to Dom and Marie, and Emmanuel's not wrong. Dom finished the story before Cody did, so good on him, man. I mean,
damn.
Oh. My question: how they get that video footage as a videographer? That's a big no-no. I'm sure Dominic and Marie approved it. Like the fact, like I said, he got booed at his wedding. You got to put that shit on television.
Yeah,
like not. I mean, you can't because you're gonna break kayfabe, but you got to put it on social. But that's just too good to pass up. Jesus.
I mean, there was a lot of videos that were going around. By the way, shout out Conor Andrew for being one of the first to break the news. Yay! We love you.
Yes,
we love you, bro.
We do love you, Flavor. Absolutely.
Secondly, in relation to everything we just talked about, talk about a name that I miss in wrestling being on screen. Can we please get David Marquez as a fucking interviewer for some major wrestling company?
So Dave is still promoting out here. They actually, JJ, the irony of ironies. Do you know their new location is now permanently when they go once a month?
The Irvine Improv?
No, Long Beach, California.
Oh, they moved?
Yep, they moved again. Irvine did Irvine things. I'm just gonna leave that there. I'm not getting sued today. But yeah, they're actually in Long Beach now. It's like I text them. I'm like, really? Like really? Couldn't have done that 10 years? Like, thanks, Dave. As always, love you, brother. But he has learned his lesson internally as far as working for somebody else in wrestling because it leads to shit like with Billy.
Yeah, that's
not gonna happen.
I just man, he's so damn talented. Like,
what's funny? Like David is
Marquez has got a great mind for the business.
He's got a great mind. He's got a very distinct voice, which I'm not getting in trouble again today. But he's the great interviewer that will just take the verbal slacking.
Yes.
And just like and like just he's very Mean Gene-ish.
Yes.
And I love it.
Yes,
But
he
he's
is.
witty enough to dish it back at the right moment.
Oh yeah, dude. Him and Pierce, when Pierce got going, and like Pierce went like that step too far, Marquez is like, okay, no, wait a minute. One of the best ones though was in recent NWA when LA Knight was cutting that promo and he was sloshed, just
Yeah, dude.
sloshed. And
And
he's talking
going
about
along with
his shoe and
everything.
his jacket. And I didn't say jacket. Yeah,
That's how Yeah started. That's how Yeah
That's
really
exactly
kicked off.
how Yeah
was just
started.
like,
Was
yeah.
that promo and the people in Atlanta just going, wow, I think Sean's had a little too much to drink back then, which he totally did.
He said, wasn't he doing a Christmas jingle on that episode too with Josephus too? And he was like every little line he would just be like, yeah.
Yeah. That's what happens when us SoCal boys get drunk and go on the air, kids.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
To Sajo, I think that's the name there. Not everybody knows who the fuck Tennille Dashwood is. We did just say Emma got married too. Thank you for paying attention. Have a good day.
We appreciate everybody paying attention. Hell, Noah came back on screen. God's sakes, guys, come on. Anyway, that I do believe, sir, is it at 10:13.
Yes.
Holy shit.
That would be it. So what we can do is we can actually start getting to the shills, and maybe we can be off the air before 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock.
Oh wow! I think this is like the shortest.
I mean, unless anybody in the chat room wants to super chat a topic, it will take a super chatted topic, not just some random. Hey, what do you guys think of this?
Yeah,
that's what Talk Wrestling's for. But
if you want.
And you can ask that question on any of the social medias. There are pinned posts on all of Jeff's sites for questions on that nobody posts questions on. So, throwing that out there as well. So it will take a super chatted topic.
And I will say this: if you want a certain somebody in the lower third, I won't say anything. I was pointing a whistle to do a rant on something. By all means, send that donation to this QR code. Is the banner going to block it? Yeah, the banner's going to block it. God damn, stupid. I need to make that graphic again. Because we are trying to get our boy JG here, the renegade. JG, yeah, it's okay.
JG? JG?
God damn it.
Dude, I need to go back.
This is what happens when the California boys get sloshed.
I haven't been drunk yet. That's the thing. I'm purposely staying clean.
Noah, I give you permission this time. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Oh, Jeff. The Renegade is feeling fabulous.
But yes. If you would like to hear Noah rant about the state of women's wrestling or pro wrestling versus sports entertainment, it's going to take at least a $20 donation to that QR code.
Yes, because we are trying to get our boy the Renegade to Rebellion. Hashtag Renegade to Rebellion, along with Attila and myself, in the fabulous Palms Resort, not the Alibaba Casino, in Las Vegas as part of a TNA weekend.
And speaking of Attila, I don't know who out there in internet land did this, but she dropped from 1,000 to 999 subscribers.
How dare you?
We need to get her one more subscriber so that she is guaranteed to cover Stand and Deliver come April.
Hold on, I got it.
God damn it.
How'd you lose one?
I don't know.
Thank God I was on mute this whole time. I screamed like 12 times during this fight.
To that person, to that one person that unsubbed.
What the fuck?
There it is. Yeah.
That's right.
Or.
What are you, a fucking piece of shit?
Also accurate. Yeah, that's also accurate.
All right, she's back at 1,000.
I subscribed it with the other account, my backup account. I did it.
I guess
There we go.
Stand and Deliver then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me.
James just stood up and delivered.
Now, give me a second, and let me just go on my WYW account. Make sure she stays there. All right, 1,001, and one more, just to be on the safe side.
Right.
My buddy Casey's account.
I'm so glad I don't got to worry about.
There we go.
So glad I don't got to worry about being monetized on YouTube to endure everything every week.
We're all set.
Tremendous.
You got 1,002 subs now, Tatilla.
There you go. So, Arlene, to answer your question. That would be, I think, directed toward the two people on the left of the screen. because I don't know when exactly we need to put everything into motion as far as spending on flight, hotel, and all that. JJ?
The sooner the better.
Okay, that's fair. I was going to say
The
that. I didn't know
sooner
if that
the
was
better. I can't give an accurate date because it's just a matter of getting the donations. But the sooner the better. I have already had to look into a couple different places from where my original spot was going to be because of it getting booked up.
Yep.
What happened to that?
We're about 25% of the way there. So again, the sooner the better.
For those of you that don't travel a lot and like fly or hotel a lot, if you don't book up like early, like flights get expensive as fuck. Hotels, not necessarily as often as the flights do, but hotels get pretty pricey unless you happen to catch a deal like last minute. Flights are always expensive the closer you get to your travel date, period.
So Mark Briscoe was set on fire. That's interesting.
So
And the flight isn't the issue, it's the hotels getting booked up.
Right.
So
we do have a couple of $2 super chats from Emmanuel, so let's go ahead and I'll throw those up there. We'll do this one first.
Ooh.
Why isn't pushing Bailey? Why isn't pushing Bailey run? Okay. I think what he's trying to say is why aren't they pushing Bailey as well during this run? It's been a negative, it feels like. And I don't know if I agree with that because yes, she's been deserted by her entire friend circle, including Dakota Kai, which, Dakota's trying to catch up with Paul White for most heel turns in a single calendar year, it feels like. Or at least not WWE career. But I don't really have a problem with the way they've had the run from Rumble to Mania for Bailey so far.
Yeah, neither have I. I think a lot of people like jumped the gun with it.
What else you do?
Yeah, right. No, it was like there was so much uproar about it. I'm like over here, like, guys, they've been featured very prominently.
Yeah.
You got to remember, there's 2 nights of Mania, which means they have to focus on multiple stories and not just one.
Yeah.
Like
No, I give you that, but what I think what Emmanuel might be going back to is the fact that Damage Control as a whole and Bailey's push has been very lackluster since they re-debuted at SummerSlam.
That's fair.
Which is true. Yeah.
You think about how Io and Dakota have had championship runs, and every time Bailey challenged for something, she lost.
Right.
Bailey has been very underpushed because of the fact that she was trying to get the other 2 super over.
Exactly.
Which she did to a degree. And then Dakota got injured.
Again.
And then Io got her mega push.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think the whole pulling the trigger on the betrayal as well was kind of a little bit of a stall there when it could have been done a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
Not that everyone knows how much I love long-term storytelling, but I think they drug it a little too long.
Yeah. I also think
the whole is Dakota with her, is she against her was unnecessary.
Yeah, it was. And they did that twice in the span of like 3 weeks. Like either do it or don't. Like, fuck. Like, make a commitment.
Well, I'm ready for Dynasty. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, let me guess. You saw that match too? You saw Danielson versus Ospreay?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the classic redemption story arc, so I think they're doing it fine.
I'm going to take this down for a second.
Yeah.
Danielson and Ospreay at Dynasty?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, your ass better stick around till then at least.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely tuning in.
Jesus Christ.
That's a banger.
That's a banger and waiting.
That's professional wrestling.
That's it. We were asked earlier because JJ did mention it. List your top contenders that should be in the Hall of Fame before we write. Let's each do one so we actually get out of here. And we'll start with JJ.
And just to the room, let's ignore controversies and lawsuits and everything.
Yes.
In a perfect world.
In a perfect world. Yes.
Number 1, Owen fucking Hart.
Yep.
Deserves it over Bray Wyatt.
Yep. Datilla?
Miss Elizabeth.
Oh, damn. Walter.
Jim Johnston.
Yes.
Yeah.
Noah Foster.
Victoria.
Ooh. James.
Wow. Damn.
Good take.
Ooh. Okay. Everybody picks such great picks. Let me think. Let me think for a second. Ken Shamrock. I don't know if he's been inducted yet.
Nope.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, Ken Shamrock.
He just recently signed a Legends deal. A lot of people thought that he would pop up in the Rumble and could be an inductee this year. There's still time to announce him, but as of right now, he's not in there yet.
Damn it! Why didn't they set Karen Jarrett on fire? Well, I guess you got to.
Oh, by the way,
that was
Ken Shamrock has
unnecessary, Noah.
Ken Shamrock has one of the most underrated theme songs ever. Like for like
totally.
We discussed it. Go back and watch me and Jeff's top 10 underrated 3 songs.
Yeah, theme songs. Yeah, it was one of those episodes. We did a couple of those.
Yes.
So it's down to me. God, there's so many, I would say.
And I do have one more I'm going to say after you. It's going to be a hot take, but go ahead, Jeff.
I'm having trouble narrowing mine down, so if you want to go into your hot take, people can discuss it while I think.
Okay. Would you like to give me a solo shot here?
Certainly. Stand by. Come on, computer. It's not working. There it goes.
Vince Russo deserves it before Bray Wyatt.
Oh, Jesus.
No, he does.
Yeah, he does.
He does. He was one of the people I was spinning in my head, so I don't disagree with that.
We know he'll never get that before any of the.
No. You know what though? How many times about the other events have we said never say never in the last 2 years?
Yes, but then
never
again,
say never is completely a dead phrase within WWE.
Yeah,
And to that point, Jeff, and to counterpoint you, James, Triple H wouldn't be Triple fucking H if it hadn't been for Vince Russo.
That is true. That is true.
So I'll tell you what, and again, people are gonna say, "Oh, he's already in twice." Dude, I understand that his most prominent success came as a member of factions. And this is going to be biased as hell because he's my friend. I give no fucks. Sean Waltman on his own or Joni Lauer on her own. Either one of them. Take my damn money. I will sit in the front row. I will pay for a front row seat if they give Joni her own induction or if they induct Sean Waltman just as Sean Waltman for what he contributed outside of being X-Pac or Six. I think that guy is the most, only till recently, because he's finally getting the fucking flowers, underrated. Like, he was the guy when somebody comes in the company, throw the kid at him. See what he can do with Waltman. And if they pass the X-Pac litmus test, they were good to go. Put the fucker in the Hall of Fame on his own. And yeah, I'm biased. Send your hate tweets here because I give no fucks about my friendship biasing me against anybody else when it comes to Sean Waltman.
Yeah, true.
And no, I know that wasn't echo. That was James just saying it 3 times because sometimes we echo in this room, but not today.
No. I don't have rerow this time. At least right now.
There was lack of rerow in Boston, at least till Wednesday when Sasha Banks breaks the internet.
That's true.
Because we don't know she's coming. Fucking yeah, right. Okay.
Yes, and I said it in our group chats.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to say it on the air so that it is documented. I predict Mercedes Moné will debut after the Willow Nightingale versus Riho match.
Yes.
Or during it.
Yes. Yep.
I am calling it on the air for the world to see now.
Yep.
And for those of you that don't know why, go back and watch New Japan Resurgence.
Yeah.
The fact that Willow defeated Mercedes due to the freak injury that she suffered, to become the first ever New Japan Strong Women's Champion. There is unfinished business. Oh, but Mercedes should go after Tony. There is unfinished business.
JJ, what do you call it in your world? Forward phrase?
Long-term storytelling.
It's only a year old, but it's still long term. Another great take before we move on to the shills about the Hall of Fame.
Plus, Deonna Purrazzo deserves a fucking rematch against Tony Storm.
Damn right she does. Damn right she does.
That fucking Butler, that freaking Tony Storm wannabe, freaking ruining the damn match. I still stand by it.
Damn.
Noah Dattila, do you want to join me for one in 3, 2, 1? Long may she fucking reign.
Yay.
I'm almost tempted to go now because it's only 3 hours from me.
I'm saying.
There you go.
But yeah, the other comment of the Hall of Fame, dude, R-Truth all day. All day. Another friend of the channel. Love Ron. Absolutely.
But I think we need to get away from the inducting people while they're still active.
Agreed. I agree with that.
Ray made sense last year because we were in California. He's from San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
Paul makes sense this year because they're going to Philly.
Yeah.
But we need to stop that, just like we need to stop the just because they die, they go in.
No, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
We need
I didn't
to
agree
stop
when they did it.
inducting people while they're still active.
Yep.
I understood why they did it with Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean they have to do it with everybody.
And by the way, Eddie was a whole different breed. He had a long, lengthy, legendary career up to that point.
Yes.
For real. And he was supposed to win the title the night he died.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So where was? Oh, there. Okay. So we mentioned when we were doing the Noah Shield with all the watch-alongs, AW and TNA hate us. Especially they hate JJ more than anybody. So let's go and do those right away. Let's do those first.
Yes. So announced just tonight, AEW Battle of the Belts 10 on April 13th. So we will go ahead and we will do as we usually do, and we'll do Collision and Battle of the Belts. Make it a 3-hour show, just like a pay-per-view PLE.
Let's freaking go.
And then announced on Thursday during Impact, TNA Under Siege, Friday, May 3rd from Albany, New York.
Yes.
You gotta wonder if he's still under contract, if Bully's gonna find a way to get in there since Dudleyville is New York. Like, seriously.
Y'all remember when we had nothing scheduled on a Saturday? You remember? Yeah. Yeah, that was cool.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Pepperidge Farms remembers. That's it. No shit. I was going for the parlay thing, but that works too.
And again, fuck TNA for freaking announcing that. Right. Like, I legitimately that day when I was out working made the new trailer that ran, and I deleted Big Business and made a second one for after Big Business. And then I fucking come home and watch Impact and they announce Under Siege. And I'm like, fuck you in the ass. And then Noah puts in the chat earlier that Battle of the Belts 10 is announced. And I'm like, fucking A.
Yay.
So now once Big Business is passed, I have to re-edit the video, insert those in there. And then as soon as I do that, there will be some other announcement. Fucking Double or Nothing will get announced on fucking Rampage or something just to screw me over. They won't announce it on Big Business Dynamite. They'll announce it on Rampage or Collision immediately following so that it'll screw me after making a new one.
No. They'll announce it at Dynasty. You know how things work. They announce the next pay-per-view at the actual pay-per-view. Relax.
No, they did that because Dynasty was special. Double or Nothing is a big deal. They will announce it as soon as possible.
Right.
fair.
Possibly as soon as Big Business.
The show that started the AEW brand in the first place.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, when is that show?
May.
It's probably going to be either
gonna
the
be May.
same day as Battleground or the day before.
I hope it's not the same day as Battleground because
Why you do? Why you do? Why?
Because Tatilla knows what happened last year.
Whoa! I just
Nothing on
found
my own show.
I just
Do
found.
you know
Florida-
why, Jeff? Do you know why? Do you really want to know why?
I do want to know why.
Because if both shows run the same day, she'll have an out for not having to cover Battleground.
Yeah.
That is exactly why she wants that.
Wasn't that the situation last year?
Yes.
Yeah, but you weren't covering NXT PLEs and TV specials last year.
If they're the same day, but at different times, I'll do both.
Oh, you heard it. Okay, wait.
Okay?
10:33 on
Pacific Standard Time.
March 9th. Yeah, Pacific time, of course. Pacific Standard, not daylight, because it's not daylight savings yet.
We might want to add Windy City Riot Friday, April 12th to the schedule too. With what
the fuck are you doing to me down there? What the fuck was that?
You know what he's doing, Jeff? Do you really want to know what he's doing?
All the rest.
Oh.
One more time, Noah, with
All the
feeling.
wrestling. Like again, all the wrestling.
Real quick.
What?
Walter.
Don't you start.
Walter, you
Yes, sir.
were trying to say something earlier.
No, I just said I just found tickets for $62 on the floor. Shit, I'm
Oh,
about to go.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm about to go.
Go
All
for
right,
it, bro.
Like,
Go
as
for it.
Shit. Be our on the ground correspondent when that shit's over.
Yeah, bro. Shit.
Fucking hell. All right, there you go.
And take a
bonus content
sign.
for Wednesday. Yeah, take a
And
sign.
take a sign.
Yeah.
But by the way,
We'll definitely get your reaction when Monet walks.
and by the way, real quick, I just want to say this. Not for nothing. I know you guys don't want to do it, but I would love a freaking another one of those simulcast streams because that shit was fun, especially when we were like trying to wave at each other.
There actually is going to be a simulcast
Yeah.
because Supercard of Honor and the Hall of Fame are going to coincide.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay. So
Supercard of Honor is going to be called by Noah and James with Jeff producing.
Yes.
And the Hall of Fame will be me and Walter or Datilla or both with me producing.
There we go.
Okay.
Makes sense.
For the record.
And then as soon as you guys' show is over, you're more than welcome to join us.
That's fair.
But we're not going to rewind it back. You're just going to jump in already in progress.
That's
And
fair.
you can rewind it back once we're done and see what you missed.
Yes. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's the fact that my body enjoys the sleep and my brain enjoys the non-overload. But it is WrestleMania season. It is the Weeks Are Gonna Die Tour 2024, and I have acknowledged my fate. So it is what it is. And by the way, JJ, for the record, as
Why
far as
does
your
it
shows
look
go-
like you're over here swerving when you drive and shit? Like, what the hell? And you don't even watch AEW to know what the fuck that is.
Is that? Oh no! Who's that? Who that?
My daughter.
Oh no! You gotta get her into an AEW show. I don't know if you've tried to show her, but
And for the record, JJ, just as far as your trailers go, keep in mind there's still no been WWE announcement for June yet either.
Oh,
That's a thing. That's a thing.
No, in June, Impact.
Nor SummerSlam made official. Although if you live in Cleveland, it's pretty much official at this point.
I mean,
Because
heck, I haven't
Yeah.
called a full SummerSlam since we started the network. So
That's fair. Yeah, because according to the Cleaver, Colin Andrew, his buddy who works at the Brown Stadium received an email about SummerSlam August 3rd in that building. So we're just waiting for WWE to make it official as they do, and then that'll hit the calendar as well.
super official.
Well, I was gonna say,
I went to SummerSlam last year, first ever stadium show.
Yep.
It was alright.
Yes.
This year though, we'll see.
What can Brown do for you? Make JJ wait to make the fucking trailer.
God damn it.
All odds in June.
Yeah.
So that's a heads up against all
And
odds.
of course, you got Slammiversary.
And then Slammiversary in July.
Well, hold on. Let's all calm down. Hold on, producer man. Let me talk to you. We got March figured out. April has all their stuff figured out.
Yeah.
I think we're all right. The only thing we don't know of for sure right now versus last year's WrestleMania week, I don't know if me and Jeff are going to call Multiverse United or is it going to be a Stardom and TNA Knockout special? Because it sounds like there's going to be a Stardom show at least on that Thursday night. But since I'm the only one that knows all things wrestling here, I'll just use that as a reprieve for being like, hey, Thursday night, I can just enjoy watching wrestling.
He makes a very valid point.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Multiverse.
And then we don't know what day Double or Nothing is going to be, and that'll have us booked all the way through May. Because we already know WWE for Backlash, we already know Battleground, we already know Under Siege. We just don't know what day Double or Nothing will be, and that'll have us locked through May.
Yep, and Double or Nothing's so damn special. The show that started the AEW brand do not be the same fucking day, you murderer. Anyway.
By the way, I will say too, there's June as well, Forbidden Door, and I know there's a pay-per-view we're already covering in June, so that could also be a simulcast day if the wrestling guards aren't kind to us.
June's my
Was it
birthday.
JBL?
Give me something good. Yeah, I miss things.
Yeah, don't talk about JBL. Bleh.
By the way, I'm officially going with fees and everything. It's only $86 for a floor.
Fuck me, go
You
yeah,
kidding me?
go,
Go for it, dude. Go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, guys, can I start my shills now?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
I just wanted to check.
Let's get the heck out before the clock hits 3 hours. I'm ready to go to bed.
I mean, again, unless anybody wants to super chat a topic.
And Jeff looks at you.
Don't look at me cross-eyed like that, fool. Like you can't
I
use
did
a
not
super
cro-
chat.
I did not cross my eyes once. You do not label me.
He did not
will
go.
not be labeled, damn it.
He did not go. AI go face.
What the actual fuck is happening on my wow. Okay.
I'm
just gonna.
I have
I'm
to scan
just.
a QR. That's why I'm pointing my phone. I'm not doing anything.
Should I just say it after that? I don't even know.
Yeah,
what
go
to think.
for it. Go for it.
Lord, even in my semi-tired mindset, somehow I don't botch this phrase, but I know, but I need to say it. Damn it, James! You freaking idiot!
Sorry.
No, you're not. Shut the fuck up. You're not. Don't lie to the people.
I never lied to the people. Only
That's
sometimes.
right. That's right. I never do. Only sometimes. Which is the exact opposite of never. But that's okay. It's all right. We'll just keep going. Like, whatever.
All right,
Okay.
go free shows.
Okay. All right.
What's happening?
I don't know anymore what is happening, but we're going to let JJ plug his For Love Wrestling because we all love wrestling. JJ just loves it a little bit extra in the morning time. Gives a little love tap in the morning times.
Yes.
Oh, fuck.
So this graphic needs to be updated.
I know this.
Because from Monday through Thursday, I cover professional wrestling.
Oh,
I am making the decision and the official announcement.
Oh no!
I am no longer going to cover Impact.
Oh no!
At least not on Friday. I may lump it in with my weekend recaps on Monday.
Okay.
But it's not that I am going to cease watching Impact for the time being, but I just cannot cover it on Fridays anymore. Friday is one of the days that I really need to be out and working, and losing the 2 hours between dropping kids off, coming back here, doing the show, getting back out to work, that's losing money.
That's fair.
Especially since Dad's is every other Friday, which means I've already got to cut work early on the back end to be home in time to do Dad's. I need to make those hours up on the front end on a consistent basis. So
that's valid, brother.
I may start doing Impact on Mondays along with Collision, Rampage, and SmackDown. Which, Jesus, that'll just make for a long show, but I don't have to worry about doing Dad's immediately after on Mondays anymore. So
there you go.
We on Friday.
Wait, so does this mean you're still going to continue to watch TNA Impact?
It does mean that.
Yes.
Wow. What was
He
it that dragged
he believes
you
in the product. He believes in the product.
I don't believe in Joe Hendry, and I do not trust the system. But I do enjoy what I have been seeing as far as the product goes. Honestly, what's really been doing it for me is the grizzled young vets.
Yes.
Yep.
In Ali, I trust.
Yes.
And it's been a couple of good hands.
Yep.
Oh, Skylar and Hotch.
That's
you
what's
know what?
really been doing it for me lately. And yes, I realize those are all heels, but the GYVs go back to my time in NXT and discovering them as part of the Schism tree. Ali, ever since I came back to wrestling, I thought has gotten a raw deal, and seeing him finally being able to achieve his potential is definitely a selling point for me.
Political figure, you could actually.
And there's just something about the good hands that has connected with me. I know that the fans in the arenas boo the shit out of them, but there's just something about them that I see untapped potential. And I want to see them live up to that potential.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, as everybody in this room, including myself, has pointed out numerous times, the best fucking women's division in the States.
Damn right.
Yep.
Yep.
NXT number 2.
Yep.
But the best is the Knockouts division.
Absolutely.
And did I not call it last night with Threat and Luna? Thank you very much.
That's crazy.
Damn you, JJ. Damn you.
MK just won the belts back at the last one we covered.
Freaking
Crazy.
Like I said on Simply Predicting, we are looking at the Hardys, the Dudleys, and Edge and Christian of the Knockouts fucking tag division.
Ooh, yes.
If you get a Monsters Bar or a TLC match at Rebel with those three teams, they're gonna be pissed off.
Dude, if we get a Monsters Ball at Rebellion sitting that close, we're gonna have to run for our fucking lives, first of all.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway.
All right. Let's see where we're at here.
So there is that announcement. Yes, I will no longer be doing Impact on Fridays.
Yes.
If I continue to review it, it will be on Mondays. But whether I review it or I don't review it, I will still be watching it. So even if I don't review it, you might see me pop into the chat room on bodyslam.net and mess with Datilla during her reviews of it.
Yes.
I have a tear in my eye listening to JJ say all of this.
And when you're not watching Until on bodyslam.net recap TNA Impact, you can watch her on her own channel.
That's right.
Yeah, I cover Raw, SmackDown, AEW Dynamite, and going forward, I'll be covering every NXT PLE. JJ and I did Roadblock. I'll probably do Stand and Deliver. And that includes all the Plus specials. And like the Jeff, whose name is on the marquee, alluded to earlier, for all things TNA Impact, I cover that exclusively on Body Slam every Thursday.
Yes.
And again,
as much as I brought a tear to your eye, you knowing that you are going to continue covering my NXT, even though you don't watch it every week, does bring a tear to my eye.
Yes. Now,
I do hope you will give in though and at least start watching the go home shows. I do feel that that's almost mandatory viewing so that you can keep up with the storylines heading into the pay-per-views and the PLEs and stuff.
I'll try.
Yes.
And I'm good with trying for now.
And if you at home could help JJ in his cause of not only going to Rebellion, but also applying that back brace to carry Datilla through these NXT recaps, you can again go to paypal.me.
Nice.
For the JJ Renegade JJ Williams, or just click that QR code. Make it simple on yourselves, kids. It's literally point and click. Like it's a freaking picture.
Do it.
Jesus Christ.
Do it. Use your phone and do it.
Actually,
Right?
JJ isn't going to be helping me review Stand and Deliver because he's going to need a break that week. Because with all stuff going on, he's not going
That's
to be
fair.
available.
That's fair.
Yeah.
There is a shit ton of stuff going on just that weekend alone. So that's a valid
We got
point.
2 weeks to plan it all and figure it out.
And we will get there. But in the meantime, we'll do our usual stuff.
I did see a super chat come in, sir. If you want to address that real quick.
I just want to go home. Oh, there we go. There we go.
From Noah's number one fan, Arlene.
That's right. Oh, by the way, but before we get to Arlene's chat, there was a thing from Emmanuel saying, "Oh, wait, where'd it go? We need to clone. God darn it! We need to clone Noah to kill. Oh, for fuck's sake! We need to clone Noah for commentary for those shows that air at the same time and do a duet when it's karaoke. Do not put the idea in technology's hands. We will find a way.
AI exists.
AI exists, brothers. I'm telling
AI
you.
version of me?
Hey, why not?
What are you trying to do?
Well, to be fair, there was also an AI version of Wade Needham that Aaron Riff tried to get for no DQCW.
That was funny as fuck, though. That shit was
so fucking
good.
hilarious.
Dude, even Wade popped that shit.
Since Emmanuel brought up the karaoke, if you want to throw up that Renegade Rebellion one more time, we did say that if we got a $25 donation to that QR code, then Noah would sing "Oh Canada."
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So let's go ahead and throw that up there one more time. Now that we know Arlene is watching, it has to be to that QR code, though. It cannot be a super chat.
That's correct.
And Noah will do "Oh Canada."
Yes. Oh. So yes. Hey, you know what? I am singing it, and I don't sound anywhere as good as Rubber Glaze, so I don't care about the copyright. Fuck it. By the way, I said this during our Monday thing.
You mentioned it to me, I think, in private.
Okay, so Hannah Davey, who is a King Season ticket holder and our anthem singer du jour, sang "Oh Canada" on Sunday because we played not Sunday, Thursday because we played. No, that's all right. The fuck day is it?
Arlene,
Whatever day it was this week,
more than
it was
25. Is that okay?
It's the 10th
Yes.
of March.
Yeah. So whatever it was this week, the Kings had the Ottawa Senator. More than 25 is always okay, especially for what we're trying to get that thing raised for.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so Hannah,
Friends and family, not goods and services.
oh please do friends and family, Jesus. Anyway, so because Ottawa came in, she sang both anthems, and she sang part of "Oh Canada" in French. I was like, that was next level commitment. Like nobody does that anymore. So I thought that was really cool. Hearing the updated lyrics in French was very odd, though. I had not heard that yet because they changed some of the lyrics to make it more politically and gender correct, and it's like it translates like dog shit. To be honest to God, it does. So anyway, while we're waiting for that super chat to the PayPal donation to come in, we'll keep going through the shows here because we're not gonna get off the air by 11 at this point, but that's okay. It is what it is. Talk Wrestling, of course, will be on Monday. 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 Pacific, across the Multiverse of Media, as well as NoDQ.com. Doing my thing, as I have done for the better part of the last 17 years. Statboy Sports Bar will return on Tuesday, we hope. Weather's the thing. Mikey's work schedule is a thing. Dory's work schedule is a thing. My sheer will to survive is a thing. But in the meantime, you can follow both Mikey and Datilla on the socials at Dory Lou Hathaway and Mike Caldwell on Facebook, at Hathaway Lou and LB Stack on Twix.
Wait a second. Did you say follow me and Statboy?
No,
You
Dory
did
Lou.
say Datilla.
Botch.
Yeah, I think you meant Dory Lou.
My tongue went Mimi's an hour ago. I'm sorry. Anyway, fuck, whatever. Whatever. Okay, so follow the 2 people that are rendered in graphics on the screen at things. At Dory Lou and Stepway13 on Instagram. Fuck's sake.
Hey, it's almost 11 p.m. here.
I know what time.
Which means it's almost 3 o'clock on the East Coast because of the daylight savings jump.
Dude, I have been awake since 5 a.m. yesterday morning. I know exactly what the fuck time it is. Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
The Greg Cherry brand, of course, our buddy Greg Cherry and everybody that's on his content at Greg Cherry brand, easy peasy across socials. But the Greg Cherry show returns this coming Wednesday, immediately preceding AEW Big Business. And I need to update that graphic, but I'm not going to because it's 3 days away. I give no fucks about it. I just don't. Like the fucking hell. Thursday, of course, musings. I think that's going to be a thing this week. I may be out of the house at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. So if I am, I will update the time on that. Let me check the chat, make sure I'm not missing anything because there's some comments.
Can you throw the QR code up one more time in case Arlene is waiting for that to pop back up?
I certainly can. You know, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and make it a share screen, and I'll keep doing this. That way we can make sure it's up there. But for now, there it is. Again, guys, this is going to help get JJ to the Rebellion live. Is it a premium event? Is it a TNA Plus special? What the hell is Rebellion?
It's a TNA
Pay-per-view.
pay-per-view.
TNA pay-per-view. Okay, so it's a full-on pay-per-view. Okay, cool. Okay, Priest did get cut off in that picture of earlier. I found that one on Twitter of just Dom and Mommy, so I figured I'd throw it up there because we had Priest in the other picture with Austin Theory. So that's my bad. I didn't know.
Told you.
What? Wasn't a botch. It was a mistake. There's a difference. Because I didn't encrypt myself in the process of doing that. So just my brain. But anyway, we're trying to get JJ to the Rebellion pay-per-view and the Impact tapings the next day. So that is why we are having this particular QR code designed for that rather than a simple super chat. So please.
Can I add something? Jeff?
You can add whatever you want. I don't give a fuck at this point. Like, go for it.
Okay. So not only will you help JJ get to Rebellion, he will also be second row hard cam.
Yes.
On that side. So if Joe Henry wrestles, you'll get to see him react live to Joe Henry.
That's right. There's a comment there that says
just to address Arlene, you are donating for karaoke, but you're donating to that to help me get there in addition to paying for the karaoke.
Correct. Oh, yeah, I zoomed in way hell. Okay, hang on, let me fix that. Yes. There's a joint situation of this. We are definitely trying to get Noah to sing "Oh Canada" because that's just fun. But we also want to get JJ to the video. Why not?
Oh,
Canada. No. Hey, Walter, we're taking money for that. Shut the fuck up. Also, if the NWO can sing "Oh Canada," so can Noah. By God. If you remember that, God bless you. You're a real one. Now, there's that. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this. I'm gonna try so hard to get through these damn chills. Where the hell was I anyway? So great cheers. Oh, there we go. There we go. James.
Someone pull his string. He's not talking.
Dad! Hello, Dad! No, he's
Mr.
still muted. Why is he muted?
Do the Roderick Strong with him.
I can't hear you.
I'm sorry. I'm here. Right. You can find me on the social.
What the fuck is that?
You can find me on the social at the J Hebert side 95, and also on Facebook at James Hebert. I do really dumb things on the internet.
Hey ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Hey ho, Kermit the Frog
Was
here.
that a Muppet or was that somebody from a foreign
Is he
country?
a man?
Yes, I was Animal.
Or is he a Muppet? Oh, sorry.
I was Animal. I was doing my best Animal impression.
Yeah. James, fuck James. Anyway.
Do the drums when Limp Bizkit is on.
And since we have Noah's graphic up,
yes,
the money came through from Arlene.
All right.
Fuck me.
All right. Okay.
So thank you, Arlene, for the donation.
Yes, we're now. If she put the money in, we asked her. You're now another 25 closer.
Yes, I am.
Okay. I was gonna do the math, and I'm like, no, Jeff can't do math. Buy the shirt. So all right. So
Noah, go ahead and plug your social medias, and then we can go into his performance.
Why the fuck we gotta be political, man? This is so stupid.
Noah, do you know the lyrics offhand, or do you need to look them up?
I'll look him up. But
okay, I will do his plugs for him while he's doing the lookup. That's fine.
Sure, Noah.
Okay. So Noah, our dear simple man with a spectacular voice, can be found on the social medias, of course, on Facebook at Noah Foster, on Instagram, Twix, and YouTube at nfoster16. If you're following him on Instagram and you're not seeing any content, there's a reason. He doesn't post shit. Of course, shout out to Noah's entire HIW family across all the YouTubes. Yes, he actually does cover all this stuff on his channel at various times because he's a crazy man and a lifelong fan of professional wrestling. Damn it. And of course, coming soon, once we get our shit together after WrestleMania, Noah. Now it's what I call Open Mic Night Volume 1. Noah. That's why I call Open Mic Night Volume 1. No, it's like a music Volume 1 because that's just Open Mic Night. Now that's what I call Slow Jams. Yeah. Slow Jams. And Noah, that's what I call Disney because even Mickey recognizes what a G Noah is. There you go.
That is true. That is true.
Now, and while Noah's still looking at it and we're bringing up Mickey the Mouse, shout out to my friend Brett Iwan, who I got to see for the first time in person in 4 years today. It's fucking ridiculous. I haven't seen that guy in that long. He was at the Collecticon I was at the LA Convention Center. So good to see my buddy Brett. I finally met his husband. I was so happy to meet Doug finally. God, that took way too damn long to happen. But the print he signed for me, for people wanting, it's, you know, what's the significance? So every year they commission a artist to make the official Mickey portrait for November 18th for his birthday, his anniversary, whatever you want to call it. And to my knowledge, Brett is the first voice of Mickey to be commissioned to do that rendering. Brett's also an artist by trade. He's an animator, so that's where he got his start. But also him doing the Sorcerer Mickey print is special because that's where his fandom of Mickey and Disney started. He was a Fantasmic fan, like somebody else in the room. So it was very cool to. I had it all said to JJ. You're going to be very unproud of me when I make this statement. The cost of a video promo was the same as a picture and an autograph together. I'm like, okay, I don't need an autograph. I got shit. So I don't do autographs. Like, that's not my thing. I'm like, all right, gonna do the video, gonna do the thing. And then Brett walks in with Doug and has those prints, and I'm like, God damn it.
Right.
Because I love that print. I praised that print so much when they released it last year during the anniversary thing. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I talked to Brett about it. He goes, well, are you gonna be here tomorrow? I'm like, dude, I'm sleeping tomorrow. I haven't been to sleep since last night. He's like, or since Thursday night. He goes, next time I'm in town, next time you're in the area, we'll get it done. So we will have the voice of Mickey Mouse praising the Jeff Meacham Network at some point. It's just we were in a rush and I was low on funds today.
That's fair.
You know. All right. Well, now that we got that, I go ahead and take this down because we had the donation we wanted for today. Noah, are you
Unless
ready?
Anybody else wants to donate?
I mean, if anybody else wants to, by all means. Noah, are you ready to pay tribute to the Great White North? That beautiful loft above a kick-ass party.
What the hell are you all about to do? Put a Canadian flag on the screen?
Yes.
Well,
shut
the fuck up.
You forget there's 3 producers, so I can do that while you try to do that.
Come on, Mr. Mountie.
As a tribute to the former president of TNA Impact, Coach Scott D'Amore.
That's right, damn it.
And Team Canada.
You're using this against me.
The master of the Canadian Destroyer, P.D. Williams, Hotshot Johnny Devine, A1, Eric Young, and of course, the man who would become glorious, Bobby Roode.
Eric Young did a Canadian Destroyer yesterday, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Noah, are you ready, sir?
Let's get this over with. God bless it.
So here to do Oh Canada, the simple man with the spectacular voice, Noah Foster.
Oh, God.
This is where you give a solo shot.
Okay. Let's get this over with, Noah. Then you
Oh, nice with the Canadian flag. Perfect.
Hang on. Sorry. Hang on. Okay.
What? Canadian flag? What are you doing?
No, you gotta have the Canadian flag with it. It's
I'm
great.
trying. I can't do this fast.
Okay, I can't say.
Fucking hell. I can only do 2 things at once, and not even that. There you go.
Yeah,
all right, Noah. There we go.
All right, just get it down. It's only 2 minutes long. Damn Canadian flag. I'm never gonna live this down. Oy. All right, get this done.
All right, everybody quiet. Show respect for the country. Damn it.
I hate. All right, try to do this. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Bum, 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 bum.
God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Bret Hart's proud of you.
Bravo!
That was amazing, Noah.
Game
Hope
on!
you enjoyed that, Arlene.
Damn y'all.
We sure did.
Oh, God.
And now a screw job. No.
4th of July, they're gonna,
Right?
4th of July, they're going to do the Star Spangled Banner. I can already see
God.
it now. God.
That's right. Oh, that was tremendous. That's a great way to end the show, but we're not done yet. All right, let's see what the hell we got here. Okay.
No more singing. Get this thing done.
Right. No, I agree with that. Really quick, again, I want to thank my buddies, the LA Dolls, for an unbelievable outing last night at the Harvell's in Santa Monica. By the way, that place has been around since the 30s. I just found out about it last night after having lived down there for a while. So get out to Harvell's if you're in the area. And, of course, you can see the LA Dolls again at the Topanga Social here in the San Fernando Valley on the 17th and the 31st. I will be at those shows. I won't be at the other show for my other friends on the 30th because we wrestling karaoke that night, and we're starting out that night with the man called Sting. So there you go. Just a quick little teaser for the future. I think that's it. Walter's plugs are coming. I am scrolling up. There it is.
Oh, there you go. Walter.
Mute. There we go.
There we go.
All right. So for the X, Walter Alex Cruz. It just turned 3 a.m. people. I'm tired. At Walter Alex Cruz, the business Instagram is Cowfire Farms, and the @Rage of Wrestling YouTube. Sorry I didn't do the watch along for UFC 299 today, but I didn't want to blow my voice because I knew I was going to do that special intro today, and I had the mic set up and I had to practice and stuff. So I couldn't really order the pay-per-view and didn't want to miss half of it and spend $70 on missing half the damn pay-per-view.
That's fair.
That's fair. But I will do UFC 300, which is April 13th, a Saturday, while you guys are doing the TNA or not TNA, AEW specials. But yeah, follow me on that, and that's it for me. I got simple plugs.
Everybody that books and promotes sports entertainment, can we get a night of memes? Can we?
Right.
You know.
Between that, all this shit with the UFC, and then fucking, Mike Tyson preparing to kill Jake Paul on live television. Like, Jesus, can we not?
Right.
I can't wait to call that. Hopefully,
I was going to say, I think we are going to end up calling that. We're still working out the deets and everything, but I think we're going to end up having that too, because, Noah, what is sleep, right, brother?
Damn right.
But that would be a call by Stat Boy on lead commentary. So we'll see if he agrees to that. I mean, if he didn't want to, whatever, fuck it.
Yeah, right.
All right, kids, that's it. That's it. We're done. Everything's in the what?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No memes. No memes.
I actually finally got my plugs in. Finally updated. I have to share one because I don't have time to render it in unless you can give me time. Actually, wait.
Just share screen it already.
Oh, I got it. Okay, I forgot I'm a producer as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, coming up on my channel, stupid shit that I talked about earlier. Jay Hibbert Side, it's coming. Go check it out. Jay Hibbert Side of things is there's the QR code. Just subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna put that shit right over here. 2 episodes going to be coming up Monday and Tuesday, followed by another 2 episodes next week that I have in the can as well. then we'll actually be all caught up, and then it will be weekly or bi-weekly from that point on. Depends on how I feel. But yeah, be on the lookout for that. And yeah, Gary Hebert Hockey, like you said, there's the QR code. It's official.
Yes, there you go.
That's important to see, I suppose.
Yes.
All
Go check it out.
So Arlene had a super chat that I was addressing, and then we got glossed over because Noah had to sing. So quick and dirty answer: they're having the tag match be the main event of night 1. So both world championship matches will be on night 2.
Yes.
So that's easy peasy. But thank you for the $5.
0 people to 4 working 2 nights.
By the way, who's fighting Seth Rollins on night 2?
Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre. Oh, that's fun.
For the third
The
time.
savior of WrestleMania.
Right.
That'll be fun.
That's right.
Spoiler,
He
he's
prayed for
winning.
that and it became a thing. No Punk at Mania. All right. I'm going to send
He
it
prayed
around.
to the wrestling gods, Moose and JBL.
Oh my god.
But one
Hey,
more
don't forget about Baron Corbin. All right, here we go. Here we go. So, man, back your voice. Noah Foster. For Mr. Reliable, Walter Cruz. For Datilla, teleporting back into the command center. For the Heat Man, James Hebert. For the technology challenged, poor bastard, JJ Williams, and his phone. And his daughter who kicks ass.
Yes.
I am Jeff. You know what? I'm tired as fuck with it. I am Jeff motherfucking Meacham, by God. This has been Open Mic Night. Hopefully we'll be back at regular capacity next week, but I doubt it because we crazy people. See you guys Monday for all our shit. So, as Noah would say, have a good night, folks.
Adios.
All right, everybody.